All right, so last time you guys were able to make your way out of the underground that was connected, you could say, to the walls that separated the Mysteria and the Richter regions. After having the wall accosted by the Mysterian side, you made your way through the underground through a wide open mouth of a cave that was on a cliff's edge. Though there's not too many words to be describing it, it was only a couple of tens feet down to the floor. Being able to slide, fly, and float your way down, you were attacked by a golem that formed out of the rocky wall itself, even absorbing Crom's mythical powers when he tried to use them. Though after it was defeated, that dissipated into the air, and you feel as if you still have your mythic abilities, it's just that power for the day was still used. With plenty of light left in the day, you decided you would spend some time getting away from the cavern and the golem's remains. Up to whatever reasons you would do so is in your own heads and what you discussed last time. However, you still had quite a few resources outside of Crom's mythical powers for the day being sapped up, and made your way to the closest wasteland that was noted on the part of the map you bought from the port town of Poyne. As it was only noted as a wasteland, you had no real idea of what it would be when you got there. It could have been a number of things. However, it revealed itself to be a ruined settlement. Unsure of what this used to be, there are plenty of gardens and wagons that you've seen here or there, so it's possible it was a pit stop, trading post, or some sort of crafting area. There is a nearby lake, though it is just a lake. It's not really connected to anything, because you could say it's a pond, whatever you want to fucking call these bodies of water. It's only in this area, it's not connected to anything else. The most noteworthy part of this ruined settlement, however, is the multitude of undead that you saw and heard. The entrance had a few corpses that weren't zombified, though the three that were there were really easily able to detect your presence, either through the sounds you were making or that you just weren't having any idea to stealthing your way here. But these undead weren't exactly allies, but they didn't really care that you were there. Even getting close or going towards what they were looking at didn't set them off. And thankfully, with the use of tongues from one person who decided they actually had it as a spell in their spell list, you were able to understand the first few zombies were stating words over and over again, leading you to check out the fireplaces of the settlements, each one holding a different colored key. However, a few of the houses were inhabited, you could say, by ghostly creatures who attacked you as you entered. Eventually, you were able to make your way through all the settlement houses and put the. You would, at this point, be able to know that the rocks were made of lead, which is why Detect Magic wouldn't show what's inside of them. Putting those into indents within the well, at which point you heard a shifting of the earth towards the west, which you now stand. In the floor, there was a metallic panel which had several key slots for those keys you found earlier. And after solving a short puzzle of colours, you were able to unlock it. However, doing so seemingly roused the spirits of some more villagers. This time, a stronger group of them. The battle was rather difficult, but you were able to see it through towards its end and come out victorious, though definitely worse for wear in the resource department. And going back to the panel on the floor, you looted it for all it was worth, and it was worth quite a bit. You're unsure if this was their life savings or something that they had saved to the side for a rainy day as they knew war was coming. But since it was still covered up, it seems as if they never got to it. And instead, you guys got to it. And I think we ended off with Crom taking the room amulet.
The amulet, yeah.
As for the gear, you moved that around your party, and I don't know if anyone said if they were taking the X Ether X potion or the scroll, though the scroll most likely is going to Demir as that is in his class's spell list.
Probably.
And as you are taking the stuff out of that metallic panel / cache, we will continue from there. Who is going to be taking the X ether and the X potion?
I feel like Mentor should just take the X potion now, right?
The X ether does that. The X potion does that.
How far into the day are we?
I made a note on the map, I'm pretty sure, so let me go check.
Probably kind of like, because this is the same day we fought the golem at the
It is the same day,
cave
yes.
exit, yeah.
This was the rest of your movement for the day. So you would be sleeping in this ruined settlement or moving just a bit away from it to do so, unless you want to be pushing yourselves that far.
Well, would we get the impression that sleeping here would put us at risk because there are ghosts around, or is it more a case of the majority of them are gone now?
Outside of any knowledge traits you didn't ask for, as far as you know, you've gone into all of the buildings, which would have alerted most of the creatures for the ones you didn't stealth into. At some point, Clarke was stealthing, but you're not too sure if that's failed or succeeded. Outside of that, the only undead that you know are still here are the ones that are neutral. It's up to your own kind of idea if you think you'd be safe here or not.
Crom will probably just have a think and go, maybe best we spend a bit of time getting away from these villages. I know they got walls and such, but I don't like risking the idea that some of these ghosts may still be here or come back in time.
I'm all for that idea.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
Let's make our leave then.
Someone mind patching up Mantha a bit? She don't look so good.
Well,
Standing.
she's gonna have that potion that we found. That's fine with me. We've also still got some wands that we can use.
Use the wand if you can.
We're resting up anyway, then use our other means first.
Yeah. Save that one for a rainy day.
What about Demir's lay on hands ability? If we're about to rest.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got any of those left though.
I'm gonna start with photosynthesis. Hey, that's not bad.
It's not
One
terrible.
round, wow. Amazing.
You get 10
Oh, as
though, I
well.
guess. Because you get fast healing as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's fast
Yeah,
healing
for
for
one
one
round.
round.
Yeah, so it's 10 health. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's some wand, just cure ones. We're almost out of the regen ones.
Yeah, because I think we have a fair few more charges on the cure one, don't you?
I also got the belt, if that I can use first. Before using any charges.
Alright.
Go for it. We can always divvy out anything else we've used, because we're all pretty bad.
Yeah.
What about a healing spring?
You might want to hold on to that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's decent. Just remember to take off your con bonus or animal focus for anyone who still has it.
Yeah, yep, I can take that off.
I go back to full with the belt, so someone else can take the wand charges.
Demir, do you want to get them on you for now? Crom's pretty bad and bruised as well, but at the end of the day, if you go down, we all go down.
What do you mean? Didn't you know the Clarke's multi-class into White Mage now?
I have you now.
She picked up some spells from Demir and Secret.
Alright, I'll take the first 2 of those charges. The next one can go to somebody else.
I'll take that last one then for now, if that's all the same. Just
You also haven't taken your constitution bonus off, it looks like.
no, I have the amulet gives a +2 to con.
Ooh.
So, and that stacks with the +4 from animal when I use it, because it's a morale bonus.
Dang.
And also it helps everyone with fortitude saves, which is nice.
Let's get some more healing up there for the rest of you. Clarke and Chrome.
Clarke, do you want to take that 10 just to get you to full? I'll take an 8 and then we can... I'll live, because I'll heal hit die when we sleep. And then, you know, if we've got like a little bit left, we can always do a regen or something. Yeah?
Aye.
Alright. Now let's get out of here. Leave the dead to rest. Sort of shivers. Devils can fight. Undead, ghosts, no. Scary.
So is the party leaving the settlement?
Yes, please.
Making your way out of the settlements, you move for a few moments. And I take it everyone is settling down for camp tonight.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Alright. Thankfully, nothing happens during your night of rest, as the day will pass into the next.
Nice. Cool.
I always forget what resting gets you back in MP.
It is your castle level plus your casting modifier.
Because we only sleep 2 hours, do you still need the whole 8 to get your MP back? Or do you clear mine for the rest of that time?
He only needs the 2 hours, unless he's using like a sleeping bag or whatever.
Hmm.
So yeah,
We'll
the
still-
6 hours he would get clear mind.
Yeah, so you get more, as does Menza. Crom sort of pull himself up, check out, make sure everyone's alright. From where we are, do we know where that shaking was coming from? Like, from...
Again, you don't have a stenograph.
No, but I mean, was it... It sounds stupid, but it's not like it came from a particular direction. Like, it wasn't north, east, south, or west. I'm not saying, like, it was that
You have
way.
no clue.
Fair enough.
How many
Unless you're
hours-
talking about the shuddering when you were doing the well.
No.
How many hours of clear mind do we get on top of
6.
6?
Traitor is trying to keep a look around, because anything that's making that amount of noise and causing that much not destruction, but causing that seismic activity and it's moving, is something to be scared of.
What direction did you say it was coming from again?
No, we don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay. Well, we've got to keep going. If we encounter it on the way, then we'll deal with it when we deal with it.
Oh, I just hope it ain't between us and... Well, we're not that far away. I just don't want to get pipped to the post by some kind of monstrosity out there.
Alright, I guess I'll summon up some birds and put my armor on and we'll take off.
Do you mind if I get a little bit of healing? If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll use the one down here again.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be alright. Cool.
Remember to turn off any buffs that you would have had within the settlement.
Should be all good.
Yep, I'm good. I've just reset everything.
Yeah, I'm just checking I've got everything ticked off.
And I take it Demir is summoning up chocobos.
Yes.
Alright.
And putting mage armor on.
Making your way towards Pavia, you spend most of the day astride your chocobos and heading off into the distance. However, as you get to a good amount point of where the midway point is, everyone can roll perception.
Following the place.
Yeah, sure.
Eesh.
Yes, it affects my skills.
How many hours into the day is this?
This will be 8. Alright. As you are getting deeper and deeper into Mysteria Kingdom, it's hard to tell if this is being a more dangerous area or what. However, as Menfer and Demir keep an eye to the sky as the black and purple colours continue to weave around, you can see several stark lines of white and yellow going from west to east. They are similar to what you had seen when you were on the mountain pass into the Richter kingdoms, but they are slightly different, possibly a different spell being used. However, since you're both the casters, you can easily tell that it is magical bombardment from the skies.
Is there a possibility of us finding out what spell that is?
No.
Okay.
As you come up to your 8 hours, it's going to be down to the party, but does both Menfer and Demir have clearer mind?
Yep. I think you have clearest. And here.
I've got all of them that I'm able to get at this level.
Able to get you boom voice as well. Okay, so since you have Demir summoning up chocobos, it's up to you if you want to be summoning up another round of them to continue moving, since you only need the 2 hours of sleep.
That's fine with me. I'm at full.
Yeah. If we just need the small sleep, I'd rather get there as soon as we can. Shit, we might even be able to go home after this. It's gonna be a long way, but
Any sort of changes to this would affect, since you will have the rings of sustenance, it's not going to matter too much for tiredness wise. It's just going to mean that you're going to be going into afternoon, and towards the end you'll be going into evening, which may just have different effects on spell effects as well as just lighting.
yeah. Would it mean that we'd arrive there? Well, would we be going towards Bavira Would we arrive at night then? In that case,
You would arrive at Pavia at night. Yes.
okay. I suppose the question is, do we want to? We're going to have to stop anyway and wait for things to open up. Well, we don't know what the city's like. To be fair, we may as well go and have a look, right?
Do we need to go in the city? Do we need anything?
Well, it's possible they might be able to help us, or at least we can find out.
I mean, that's why you have the red line. You were going to Pavia because you thought they would be able to cure you.
Yeah, because they're reputed to be able to cure almost all ails. So maybe they can help us.
Right, yeah.
So is the party pressing on?
I'm going to vote
Yeah, I'm
press.
happy to.
All right. Summoning up another round of chocobos, you continue on your way through the plains. And with another round of 8 hours of movement, you get towards the site of the gates as it just turns to midnight. Several torches line the stone walls. A large portcullis gate already opened up. Whilst there would be a hustle and bustle of people moving through, since it is midnight, there is hardly anyone going in and out. The ones you do see, however, are cloaked in black robes or stuff that would hide their appearance, moving around both bodies of humanoids as well as game that they probably hunted during the nighttime or too far from the city that they could come back at light. A few guards stand at attention at the front of the portcullis gates, and you can see the shuffling of silhouettes atop the battlements. Is the party all going in at once? Are you just resting outside for the daytime, or what?
Might be better to rest outside the city until day and
Yeah.
then go in during the day.
Agreed. Because it's weird, suspicious enough as it is arriving. Like, I know we arrived in the dead of night, but going into the city in the dead of night might cause more of an issue.
Also to do with your big fucking horn at your head.
Thanks for that. Not I'm self-conscious about it or anything.
You're not hiding it.
True. I was going to see if we had like cloaks or anything. We don't. Yeah,
Play
I
it
think
off
we.
as your hairstyle.
It's just really good gel. I would say, is there any way we can tell if we're being? Because it makes me nervous that we haven't had devil interaction for a bit. Can we tell in any way if we're being scryed on or like?
The only way for being told if you're scryed on, if they use a sensor, you just get a passive perception for it. Or if you use detect magic, you will see that there are magical auras around you.
All right.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it's the same.
If you use detect magic, you don't see anything new.
All right. And the can we use the physician's glasses just to be safe?
Certainly can.
Go ahead, put them on, see what happens.
Yeah, I'll pop them on.
So did we find glasses in the village too that we couldn't identify?
I think there was something we couldn't identify between the two of you. Yeah, because you were rolling for it, weren't you?
I think it was the pair of glasses.
There were some glasses in the ruined settlement, yeah.
Can we have another spellcraft for those?
Are we able to retry those now?
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to the chat and it's just 4 pages of us trying to hit that fucking gas.
Neither of you are able to identify the glasses. Apparently you need glasses to
Good
look at these.
Grief.
As for Crom using the physician's spectacles for detect poison and diagnose disease, yeah?
Yes, please.
Looking over everyone, you don't see any poisons or diseases you didn't know you already had.
Wait, what do we already have?
Well, what do you have?
None, hopefully.
And that's what you have.
Alright. Yeah, I'll pull the boy and say, alright, well, suppose we gotta wait until sunrise. Just do a bit of gear maintenance, make sure we're in good stead. Sharpen my axe so it doesn't become a club.
Alright, and as everyone rests, I'm gonna need Menfa to give me a will save, please.
Can I bodically inspire that?
Only if you're gonna take a permanent -4 to your con.
No, the temptation. Nah, she's right.
Hopefully.
Alright.
It's a sleep effect. You're asleep.
It's not a sleep effect, so...
Plus, there is a mind affecting.
As you rest through the night, Menfa, you'll have that same dream as you had before, where you were in your Mandragoran Grove. However, everything is taken on a red tint with red sky and no one else there beside you. But thankfully, you are a very lucid dreamer and are able to either control the dream or prematurely end it and waken it to the next day.
Those devils really want to hold on her, but she's resisting them.
Mm-hmm. The rest of us are too weak-willed.
Immediately after they wake up, just detect magic on themselves to make sure nothing stuck.
As far as you can tell, you're fine. And do you want to try and identify those glasses again?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Hey! Hey!
Still don't get it. What?
Menfa gets it.
Wow.
Demir does not.
Jesus.
Menfa, you know that these are lens of detection. They grant a +5 competence bonus on perception checks, as well as a +5 competence bonus on survivor checks when you're tracking.
Is that in anyone's list? I think
Those
it
are in
might-
mine.
I was going to say they're in yours.
Makes it suited that you're the one that identified them.
Yeah.
They'll tell everyone what they are once they figure it out.
Trying to steal my job again, are you?
What,
Gotta be the-
detecting items?
I know, I mean the tracking part.
Well, no, I mean, just to see things better.
I'm joshing you.
You can have them if you want, it's just I
No.
thought you were already wearing glasses.
No, don't be silly. That'll be fine. Keep them. You might need them. Although you're pretty perceptive anyway.
I mean, I have the height disadvantage.
Yeah.
Is the entire party entering Pavia?
Kind of want to go in case something kicks off, but at the same time I feel like I'm going to be a liability. Cause a problem.
Probably best we stay together.
Yeah, we'll stay together. Swintermere and Mentha are like, nope, stay the fuck out.
I mean, that's definitely coming with because they're the only one without anything on them.
I would say before we go in there, to everyone, look, some of us look bad enough already, and I'll tap my horn. And some of y'all, of course, it needs to be under magical detection, but I'm sure they got that in there to see the marks. I would say, try, if you can, not to use the Void Dragon powers. Just gonna make us look even worse.
That's a good shout.
Alright. Yeah, I think we all go in. Clarke, you better better get ready with that diplomacy.
She tightens up a bow tie.
Hmm.
Where did you get that?
From a fish.
You got a bow tie from a fish.
You never seen a fish with a bow tie? They're
I feel like this is-
sophisticated.
I was gonna say I knew this was the fucking run up to a joke.
Didn't make the GM laugh. Either that or he muted himself, so he's not going to give me the hero point.
No, I didn't laugh.
Bastard. I'll try again with another one later.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna whip through the dad jokes book.
I have got one, even though I'm not a dad.
As the party makes their way towards Portcullis Gates, as it is now morning, they see more people going to and fro. Though all of them seem to be craftsmen and hunters, there are a few travelers here and there. Almost everyone gives a very wide berth to the party, as aside from you guys just generally looking like a adventuring band, as well as a combination of people coming together, there is a very tall Varg with a massive horn coming out of his forehead. As you approach, one of the guards will visibly jump out of his armor as they grab a hold of a pendant around their neck. They then walk towards you and try to stay sturdy as they address you. You must be some more cursed people, yeah? You here for healing?
More
just nod.
cursed people? You mean there's others?
We know there's others, but not devils.
It's a common thing for people of your condition to come through these lands to try and get healed. I'm pretty sure that's not normal. He kind of like shakily brings up his hand and points at Crom.
Oh, this thing? And like, Clarke would jump up and just tap the top of Crom's head. Not his horn, but the head.
Can you even make it that high?
Do I need to roll acrobatics?
It,
You can be
Sure.
that much taller, surely.
it's probably going to be like a DC 10.
I ought to succeed.
Alright.
Then yeah, you're able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we could really do with a healer. You know, could you point us in the right direction?
We have many healers within the city that could be utilized to heal whatever's dealing with you. But you might be best going to the halls of the Winged. They deal more with outsider things like this.
Halls of the Winged. Sounds pretty fancy. Where would that be?
He gives you a brief description of the different streets to go down.
Well,
Not to be
Try
any
nothing.
sort of rude towards your party here, but would you mind if we hand you all a scrying stick?
What for?
Sometimes people who are cursed, diseased, or what have you that make their way through here have the aim of spreading such things. Some of them don't aim to do so, but they do. This is just to make sure we can find you if something occurs. Once you've got rid of your affliction, you're free to give these back.
Yeah, so we return them at the end, right? Do we see like a little post box where people put them in on the way out?
I mean,
Just
you
a
will
room
note. It's going to be relatively easy to notice that every so often you do see people that are coming out handing a stick back to one of the guards.
Well,
Alright.
seems honest enough. Is it just one, or is it one each?
It'll be one each.
Well, I'm happy. I mean, not really sure much into magic business, but she'll turn to the party. Is everyone else okay with it?
You mind if I'll magically inclined just have a look at them stickies there? We don't want to get... Your fantasy looks fantastic and all, we just don't want to get played by something. You understand, right?
No, it's totally fine as long as they don't alter them.
Oh no. If you two don't mind, just check over and see what these things exactly are.
You can try.
I just put a point in spellcraft to assist.
Alright, Demir has no clue. However, Mentha, as the man pulls out a stick, it's like a baton stick that people throw and twirl around. It's about a foot long, and it has several Daevic symbols across it. And as far as you can tell, it is just basically a scrying stick. Whenever it's on your person, it cannot be in an extra-dimensional space. Essentially gives you a -15 to your will save when they try to scry you.
Yeah, so it's like if they had a piece of your hair, for instance, or something like that.
Well, this is even better, but yes.
Yeah, it's equivalent.
It's what Mr. says. It's just to keep tabs on us, which I think is understandable with the circumstances.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, sure. We'll take one each.
Agreed. That's all.
The guard will hand out one of these to each of you.
Thank you.
Well,
Does he
we'll
just...
be on our way?
Like, is he just totally cool with Mentha? Is that what it like out of all of us? Although I suppose the rest of you haven't got visible marks, have you?
He handed out 4. There's 4 of you.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how he did it to each of us.
He just handed a stick to each of you.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, he like hands it downwards to Mentha because they're short.
Yeah, well, at least we know now that we ain't the first people to come here. We know there was some other afflicted. They have to go
Also
through.
means that there's a chance that we could get killed quite easily. Fingers crossed.
Easy might not be it, but
People come here for it. It should mean that they have the means to cure it.
can we
Otherwise,
have
people wouldn't come here.
like
right?
a little yeah? Can we have like a little sidebar? Can I sort of like not grab, but once we get through the gates, sort of have a little conference?
Mhm. Yeah. I don't know if you're asking me, but yeah.
Yeah, I just want to try and like not. I know I'm not stealthy, but just be out of earshot a little bit, just on the side. I hope they can help us out, but we know that the majority of the outsider curses these folk deal with, well, the ones that were in Richter at least were from devil sources, right? I'm hoping they can help us out with the. Sorry, no.
They have mostly been
The
dealing
other
with
way around.
Damon.
Yeah, other way around. Sorry,
Not demon, Damon.
Damon sources. I'm hoping they can help us out with devils as well, but let's just try and keep that on the low down until we get to them. All right.
Well, the salve that they gave you guys earlier was for their demon stuff, but it still helped.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just that simple.
Well, don't know before we get there and ask.
Yeah, and it'll sort of. It's not a hug. It's just like a squeeze for everyone. Just like we're gonna make it.
We got this far.
Yeah.
Nope, no time to lose. Let's head on out. And try and find some of those streets that he was talking about. Hope there's signposts.
Yeah. I'm sure we can ask someone. We could go to ask someone, they walk away like, I ain't fucking talking to that. Jesus Christ.
As you make your way through the city streets, there are indeed signposts that point you in different directions, and thankfully they're all written in common. Each one also does have a little translation underneath in smaller writing for both Dwarven and Elvan. And following the directions of the signposts and what the guard gave you, you'll eventually come up to your destination. A large cathedral made of white stone and marble, along with blue stone, can be seen blocking your view up towards the north. Several wide and far-reaching stone walkways go to and from the church, with several stone steps leading up to them. Large wooden doors would barricade the entrances, however, they are open wide, as you can hear chanting and murmurs from inside. Several statues line the grass garden on both your left and right, depicting a few humanoids that you could assume to be champions and heroes, though a few of them also look very similar to the deities. A large winged creature stands within the middle of the stone walkway, at which point you could roll either knowledge history or knowledge religion.
I hear there's knowledge local in that, yeah?
Yeah, was that planes? But
I said or, not and, I'm pretty sure.
I did and.
Demir, for religion-wise, everyone can probably easily tell, depending on their locals. You can tell that that statue is depicting a forgiven creature, which are angelic beings. However, this one is seemingly a ascended variant that was most likely a herald of a deity. However, to which one it depicts, you're unsure. On either side of those, you can see Burmesian priests that are standing with their hands at their sides as they kind of glance at you and then off to the distance yet again. Towards the entrance, you see two guards standing at attention.
Well, I can see why they call it the Hall of the Winged.
yeah, some kind of hero or something, huh?
Maybe. Maybe they'll make a statue of us back at home.
We ain't heroes, Blondie. We just unlucky.
Yeah, we can do something heroic though, right? And as she gets close to the Burmesian, she'll say, "Hello there."
Welcome, patron. Are you here for being cleansed of your taints?
That'd be right. Who do we need to speak to?
You may enter into the Church of the Winged. Towards the far back, at the prayer altar, you will find our priests. Speak with them, and they shall discern what is required for cleansing you.
Well, thank you very much. And she'll do like a very small curtsy. As she
Y'all know
continues
what
walking.
I'll just ask the permissions. Y'all know what it costs to, get rid of these things?
It will highly depend on what affliction is upon you. Yours might be more costly, as you have a physical deformity.
It's okay, Crom. I'll get a saw.
Just shakes his head. Alright, thank you.
Clarke will nod her head at the guards.
The guards will look at you, and you can roll sense motive. They're on duty.
Nice. Wow.
Demir, you can
Very
easily see that they sneer at looking at any of you, and they have a not very well hidden amount of disgust as they look at you. But it's more like they don't like what they're seeing, rather than they actually just hate you as a person. It's like they're looking at something that is ugly or deformed.
I mean, most of us have physical deformities, like
Only Crom
Crom has
does.
the horn.
Crom is the only one that has the horn. The rest of you only have things that can only be seen via detect magic.
Oh, I thought the maw was sometimes visible too.
The maw is visible when it's open, but since it's closed right now, no one can see it except through detect magic.
Yeah.
As you enter into the church, you pass by a pair of golden automatons. You can easily tell that they are automatons as you can see through gaps in their helmets, to which point you see the back plate of the helmet.
Fancy magic.
We certainly ain't in the Southlands no more.
The pews are lined with adventurers, beggars, and aristocrats alike. And whilst they may be segregated amongst their benches, they are all seemingly praying either upon books or upon holy symbols. Rom, I need you to give me a fortitude save, please.
I thought this was coming. I take it the horn is burning or something.
Possibly.
Spicy.
You feel your body become lighter than ever, as if there's no huge mounds of scale upon your head.
What the? I'm gonna feel to check it's still there.
It's still there.
You okay, Crom?
Yeah, I think so. Just had a weird feeling.
Oh, this is a bit awkward. Do we just walk all the way to the back, just right out in front of all these people?
Sure. I don't see why not. No one blocking my way.
I mean, they're like up on a dais, though.
As you move forwards, the golden automatons kind of like screech on the floor as they turn to look at you, but they just continue looking at you and follow you as you move.
Bit nosy around you.
I think they're just looking after their flock.
When Clarke gets to the step, she will stop and address the priests at the back. Hello there.
The priests all give a slight bow to you as you talk to them. The orc on the right kind of taps his spear onto the floor as he makes his way over. The spear is just at his side, pointing upwards, almost as if he's using it as a walking staff. Welcome to the halls of the Winged. I see that you all have a curse placed upon you. Is that your purpose for coming and speaking with us? You wish cleansing, yes?
We do.
That would be the hope.
To speed things along, would you be able to tell me how this curse afflicted you, and any properties it may hold?
We could, but that might be best done in a private chamber.
Everything within the halls of the Winged is open for all to see. There are no lies and deceits, and no curtains to hide what hounds you. We must show to everyone that whatever is afflicting you can be removed. If you do have some sort of embarrassment to your past, we may speak in hushed tones.
Clarke
I'm not embarrassed by it.
will speak in a husher tone, so rather than speaking aloud, or it'll echo. These curses were inflicted on us by a devil.
Not just any devil either.
Do you know what breed of devil that cast is upon you?
We do. Just checking to clarify. It's a contract devil. I'm pretty sure.
It's up to you to remember.
Let me go
Or
to
you
the
could
notes.
roll. Either you have notes or you have an intelligence roll.
Pretty sure it's a contract devil.
I'm pretty sure too. I didn't find the name.
As for measuring intent, the orc seems not exactly regal, but they are forthcoming with everything they say. There is a kind of hint that they don't like looking at you, but that's to be expected. But it's more just like they just don't like looking at it, not as if they hate you.
Yeah, it's more to just see if they're actually willing to help, which they seem to be.
Alright,
Write
so
down.
here's the story. Originally, Clarke
we-
there.
Sorry, should we just can we roll intelligence and just double check it is a contract devil?
Yes, you can.
Can I do a knowledge
wrote it
history
down in my
check?
notes.
Oh, you've got it in your notes, have you?
I wrote it as a contract devil.
I'm pretty sure it
I didn't write
was.
the name
I'm
of
rolling
it, but
intelligence anyway.
Alright. Sorry,
All right, Clarke. You even know its official name, I guess. They are known as Phistophilius, which are also just contract devils.
Note taking. Fuck yeah. Alright.
Clarke will pass that information on to the orc.
I think Demir was doing the story.
Well,
Sorry for
so
interrupting.
the thing
Right.
is that, like
What's
Clarke
that?
said, originally she was cursed by this Philosophius contract devil thing. Since then, it has spread to us, and each of us has had nightmares infected by Satan himself. I definitely want to see the reaction to that.
The orc listens intently, and they do have a hint of surprise when you say Satan, but it's a common name to throw around when you're doing with devils, so he doesn't expect it, but he's used to hearing it. The contract devil's curse is quite a long and impacting thing. You've traveled quite far with this curse and survived it thus far. You must be hearty of sword and will.
Definitely strong-willed is what I'd say.
It's been trying for us a great many times.
Whilst we have mostly dealt with curses imposed by demons and daemons, we have done a few devils in the past. However, you should speak to the High Priestess when dealing with such things. She is more adept at doing such.
Do you mind introducing us?
I can hand the discussion over to her. The orc taps his spear and goes back to his position, as the Vieran behind the altar will walk around it and come towards the party.
Clarke will bow slightly.
I have heard of your plight, and I believe I should be able to remove the darkness that surrounds each of you. It will not be painless, though we have ways to remove such annoyances during the act. However, since it is so far progressed and so long attached to you, it will be a costly and long endeavor. To each of you, it shall cost 1,000 gil, and will take a few days to finish. And if you wish for it to be painless, we can put you into a slumber. It will take but a moment in your mind, and you'll be awakened to a brighter day without this on you.
We might not necessarily have that amount on us. Do you take items and trade?
If you're unable to pay the 1,000 gil per person, you may be able to supply a reagent instead. This particular curing often makes use of the horns from unicorns. We know of such a grove nearby you could go to relinquish such from the creatures. 1 per person shall reduce the cost to only 100 gil each.
We have time for that.
I mean, we'll do anything that we can to get rid of them, so what's one more little adventure? This is clearly the quickest way to get it done, so
I'll leave it to the rest of you then. I'm just sort of keeping an eye out around the church.
We don't have the money and they don't take items, and do we have a choice?
nope. Miss High Priestess, sorry I didn't get your name. My name's Clarke. Care to tell us the location?
I am Orinius the Eighth. If you wish to know the grove of the unicorns, I can tell you where it is. She then tells you the directions to get towards the unicorn grove.
And what is it exactly you require us to do?
And take their horns and bring them here. 1 each shall suffice.
Is there any way to harvest the horns without having to do any damage to the unicorn, or do they have to be
It
slain?
is possible, however, it is quite difficult to converse with the unicorns if you are not a handler of magical beasts. If you're able to put them to sleep or to knock them unconscious, you can remove the horn. They do naturally grow over some time.
And do we need a horn for each of us?
Yes. For any horns you do not retrieve, you'll just have to pay the full amount for that person.
Well, thank you, Orinius, for the alternative. We'll do it as quickly as we can and be back as soon as possible.
I pray that you have divine protection and that you make swift haste here. I shall prepare the other reagents in case you are to return.
She'll turn back to the party and say, "Well, shall we make a move?"
Or just nod.
We've all managed to acquire the taint at this point.
I don't have taint, but
We go ahead and use detect magic and look at everybody again.
I mean, you know that at least you three have a direct and affecting curse. And you know that Menfa does have it as well, you were told before. It's just that it hasn't manifested properly in them.
Like incubating.
Yeah.
Right, we might be able to pool our funds and get at least one that way, so we only need one less.
From the location, what was her official? Does she have an official title, or is it just the name that she has?
It's just High Priestess, but you can just call her her name.
From what the High Priestess said, how far is it? We're gonna have to travel a while, or is it close? I got a really bad feeling about this.
It is close. If you are astride a chocobo, it will take you but an hour.
Let's get going then. And Ron will sort of turn around. He'll wait for everyone, but he's good to go when you are.
yeah, let's get moving.
Is the party going to be making any preparations before heading to the Unicorn's Grove?
Well, how much skill do we actually have as a party? How many horse do we need?
Okay, so I have,
384.
on my person, I have 580. I would ask, could we try to just sell some items in town and just pay the amount?
Yeah, that would be another thing.
Yeah, probably.
Are you asking me or the party?
Both, really. Like, A, is it possible, and B,
If you have the items to sell for the money, yes, it is possible.
just
This place does have a normal economy. It's not just that church. You can sell things here, yeah.
yeah. I'm just thinking,
What have we
like,
got
so
to sell?
I've got a armband of the brawler, which is just giving me a +1 to grapples, which is worth 500. So we'd sell it for 250. Everything's halved, right? At sale price.
Yeah, if you're selling any item, it is half the listed price.
Yeah.
Unless it's a sort of treasure, such as paintings and gems, in which case you can haggle. I don't think I've given you any of those.
No. How much is the ring of mage armor? Probably not that much.
I think it was 500 or something. So I just looked at it.
There you
Got
go.
it down as 180.
The ring of magical armor, which is the mage armor whilst you're wearing it,
Oh, 360.
cost 360, so selling it is 180.
Yeah, that's it.
I have this, which I've not actually used yet, which is 1,800, and then 600 if we sold it.
Yeah, so I've got 250 I can add. Without sort of dipping into efficiency.
Wow, we're going to sell that
Sorry.
axe that was given to you by a friend.
900 if sold, not 600.
It's just like all those RPGs where a villager gives you their one sword for doing a quest, and then you throw it away because you have a flaming sword.
Yeah, because you find another sword and bandit halfway down the road. It's like 10 times better for some reason.
Mm.
Okay, so if I... All I'm thinking is... The faster...
Can't hear if you're talking yet, by the way, intro.
I wasn't. No, I'm
Okay.
just, I was just putting that out there.
Okay. So if we just... Everyone have a look at your inventory, see if there is something you can sell that's not going to be too much of an issue. And then see what we have left. We might still have to go, frankly. But if we can somehow get away with this without being flat broke, because we need... Well, we don't need food, but you know. It'd be beneficial. I'd say that.
Yeah, for the tunic of careful casting.
But is that going to be a problem for you?
No, I don't think so. It's a +2 bonus on concentration.
Hmm. The Troll's
that
Claw, we
big, and
need
I-
that.
I mean, just saying, if I sold my scabbard and he sold his war axe, we'd have enough for all. Actually,
But to be fair, you do have a very high concentration, so it's up to you.
yeah, if we just sold that bit and pulled all of our money together, we have enough for all of us.
Yeah, I could sell the armband as well, just to make sure we're not completely flat broke as a pie.
How much is the armband?
Hold on, let me just double check. I believe it's 250, yeah. So I'll just put it as 0 in my inventory and take the bonus out now.
So with all of our money pulled together and those 3 things sold, we'd have 4,287.
Yeah, I think we what do you guys think? We can just... I mean, we could just buy something for us with that money while we're here, if we need it. Or we can try and get this done.
As a character, I would say Clarke would rather just get this done than try and cause any harm to come to other
Yeah.
creatures.
I agree with that. Like, this has been the entire goal. If we can get it done now, that's what we're doing.
Can figure out supplies afterwards.
Agreed. I think, yeah, we do that. Which might be a bit anticlimactic for the church, but I'm assuming they're not like, oh my god, we need these horns. It was more a case of, if you go out and get them, we can reduce the price.
There'll be another party.
They said that the horns are used in the cleansing, so it's just you're giving them one of the expensive reagents.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I say we do that then.
I guess we head into town, sell those bits, and then we'll go back to the church.
You just hear someone off the distance scrunching up some paper and throwing it in the bin.
I'm sorry you made a map for that.
It's fine.
I know that pain.
All right. You leave the church. Just to confirm, you are selling that Silver Sheen War Axe and you are selling the Scabbard of Vigor, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Can-
Coleman's also selling his armband.
Yes, the brawler, which I got from the Shadow Rogadin quite a while ago. Which I've used, admittedly, but it's not a game breaker.
What leftover money are you going to have in that case?
We'd have 287 gil, essentially.
Is
So
that
we're not-
just going to be in communal loot, or is that going to be spread around, or what?
I'd say communal loot.
I want to put it in communal.
I can carry it, or we can put it in communal. Like I can
What's the
physically
armband you're
carry it
selling?
anyway. A armband of the brawler.
Is the mayor fine with selling the War Axe?
Yeah, like, are you actually okay with that?
I have not used it once since I got it. It's always been better to use spells.
And I've
I
never
think you
used my
have used it
scabbard
once,
either.
but
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really intended to.
You also
May
have been
chopped wood
running
with
into
it
the
at
issue
least
of
once, but
I've been running out of MP in fights often.
All right. So you're just keeping the 287 just as pocket change for anything else then?
Yeah, more like emergency cash.
Okay.
do
If
we-
that's the...
Sorry, do we have I think we have an extra dimensional space, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I've got
Clarke
one.
has it.
That's fine. Just taking the money out of my inventory for weight. Cool. Sorry. Go.
I like 2 at this
F.
point.
31 gross. I can
I
chuck
have
in
20
if you
gross.
I have 90
That was-
gross if you want to add that.
want.
I was one off on my gil, so I've got 1 gil and 190 cross.
I will sort of. Cromwell definitely not pat him on the back, 'cause that seems condescending, but just say to him, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I know that meant a lot to you.
It was a gift from a friend, but now it's a gift to a friend.
Still helping you out all the way across here, huh?
Aye.
About to go back and see that friends and his little girl again. Cool. I still got this thing, you might want to go on your own.
Aye, and I've still got my regular axe packed away somewhere in my bag. I'll just have to dig it out.
If you need grace, she's here for you. And Cromwell pat the warhammer he's got on his waist.
Hi, Irenaeus. We're back again.
The overwhelming guys just like kick the door in. What up, bitch? We got your stuff. Fix us, but we're not doing
Do you want to close the door before you do that?
that.
I see you have returned post haste. The items you were offering to me were able to be sold in the city, I take it?
Thankfully, they were. And she'll pull out her bag. Here's the 4,000 gil for each one of us.
Cromwell probably wins because this is the most money he's ever seen in his life. But I know we need to do it.
You spend a few moments to the side of the altar, putting the coins away, and then you'll come back to your positions here.
Do we have to put them one by one in the little coin slot? Like all 4,000 of them?
Nah.
No,
Yep.
they've got a coin star that
Repeal?
spins and
Repeal?
coins out.
Or they come out with like a massive plate, like a proper collection plate, but it's about 4 foot wide. We have to put it all in there.
The High Priestess will then bring over a large bowl, the one you can see on the table. Inside is a thick silverous liquid. Every now and then you see a sparkle and a line of yellow go through it. I've already prepared all the other items required, and this will be the brew you need to drink before we go through with the cleansing. You'll be within this church for 2 days. However, I see you have rings that allow you to not worry about any other needs.
That's right.
Aye.
Minimal sleep and no sustenance needed.
If you shall make your way to the enchantment circle within the middle, we can begin. She then points behind you.
Hang on out. I want to play a magic character. Check if that's an anti-magic circle right now.
Demir stepped into it. All of his stuff is disabled.
Oh, come on. You clearly haven't watched the
Walk
videos.
through it on the way up there. Just chill.
Nah. Mm-hmm.
It's conditional. She has to say the word. We ain't gonna fall asleep in here, are we?
It was just a bad feeling. She said it the exact same way that desk lady said it. Please step into the circle.
It's just procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the difference is we were trying to infiltrate that place.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't take that into account.
Here we are, like, and actually, like, honest purposes.
I can't even remember the name of my character. It was A something.
Achilles.
That's it. Achilles just literally... She was honest. She was dumb. Just did whatever. The character
Jack
playing her is
B,
also dumb.
whenever someone's talking loudly, you light up and I can hear a bit of an echo from you.
I'll turn on the cancellation, bear with me.
It's very strange that I can hear that.
It's normally not the case.
It's just here for some reason. However, for Crom's question of you're not going to fall asleep, she just did tell you you're going to be asleep for 2 days. Unless you want to be awake and have very excruciating pain.
I mean, Crom's half tempted to do that in almost like a sense of repentance, because at the end of the day, he did get us into this mess. But yeah, he'll go in. Clarke, can you
The
just move one down,
Viren
or
will
we don't
then
have to worry?
hand out the bowl and give it to each of you. Does everyone drink?
Can we detect magic it? Can I get on my thing? And
I was
detect
about to
poison?
say, I'm going to detect magic at first just to see.
You can certainly do so. It is magical. Who would have guessed?
Why?
Yeah, you get this. Looking over the bowl, you know it is a mixture of quicksilver and several other different herbs and spices. So much so, it's finger looking good. And you know it will put you into a deep slumber and essentially numb your entire body. So basically general anesthetic, but magical wise. Outside of that, the quicksilver, also since it is silver, will work against outsider abilities and such. Anything else is just more to make it easier for them to decurse you as it is. And you know for Crom, that will be very painful because he counts as evil with the horn.
Yeah. I will say, do you mind if I keep the horn? Even if you get rid of the curse and whatnot.
We can give you the horn back, yes. It will be sanctified afterwards, but it will no longer be attached to you.
Alright.
You want to keep it like your teeth you got taken out of the dentist?
I know I was going to say, can I keep it attached?
Oh no, it has to come off.
Okay. Let's go back to the old token then.
The mirror will drink.
And I will drink.
Do you need to sleep effects? Stay awake.
It's just like, it's what I'm waiting for. Like, my immunity to sleep effect's gonna affect this. We'll find out.
No, you're going to be put to sleep.
Clarke will hold out her one to Crom and say, cheers?
Here's to you, Blondie.
Yeah.
And I'll,
To the future.
Chink.
And then we'll drink.
to the best.
You then warp into 2077. Everyone has cybernetic enhancements.
Right, it takes 16 levels in a Cybertech Warrior.
Alright, and just to confirm, since you all said you're drinking it, are you all allowing its effects to affect you? As in, you're not going to be saving.
My will saves are rubbish anyway. Can I will save? Joking.
It'd be a fortitude save because you are drinking this.
Oh, okay, never
But
mind.
if you want it to affect you, you wouldn't save. So I'm just making sure everyone is
Yeah,
accepting
I'm
it.
not.
Yeah,
I'm not
accept it.
actively.
Accepted.
Accepted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The party will
You're pretty
die. Thanks for the campaign. On to the next one.
Should have gone for
Imagine.
those unicorns. There was that magical item there. Could have helped you. As the party drink upon the Quicksilver, they will find their bodies start to become fuzzy all over. Their vision blurs as you are guided to the floor on your backs by the High Priestess. Eventually, you all go into a deep slumber. As the world becomes warped and hazy, you all open your eyes to a familiar sight and a rather familiar feeling in your bodies as you wear what you once wore and you look how you once did. Don't bring in your tokens, you're meant to look like how you look like.
All right.
The rattling of iron chains echo throughout a chamber. Metallic vats with glass panes surround you, piping, steaming here and there, the whirring of metal and the creaking of rust making a dangerous, if not normal sound that you have come accustomed to here. A door wide open into a blue lit hallway shows several cells, and within the room you're in is a devil chained up to the wall and the floor, his arms and legs outstretched as his blood pools onto the floor beneath. I wish to offer you a contract. My side has already been fulfilled. I let you go through the doors, and I made your passage here easier. If you wish to accept the contract on my side, all I ask is that you remove the chains and manacles, and let me leave. I shall make sure I do not bring any harm to you. This is a binding contract. If I or you break it, it will mean certain doom. But I assure you, I do not wish that to occur to me.
Back here again. I see.
Isn't this just the worst case of deja vu you've ever had?
And then something will like click into Clarke's head and she'll sort of rush over to Crom's side. You okay?
Doesn't look okay.
Is this the past or a dream?
But this is it.
I mean, this is where we correct our wrongs.
Really. We walk all this way, we go through all this fucking hassle, all of these trials and tribulations and tragedy to fucking go home and be told we made a bad call.
This was the start of where the problems for us happened. Out of character, I still don't trust my will save, so I'm not doing this shit again.
It's not. It ain't that. I've been thinking about this for months. This thing did those things of its own volition. We didn't sign shit. I'm still confused as to why we fucked up in the first place. I ain't gonna do what I did, alright?
He's the one that cursed us, though.
He is the one.
You're
that
right,
cursed
we
us.
didn't sign into a contract, but he cursed us.
Yeah, and everyone's been acting like we broke a contract we didn't even sign. Shit, we didn't even know who this person was.
So,
Well, person.
rather than doing anything, wouldn't doing nothing be the better option? Don't sign into any contract and just walk away? Actually, what happened to this lab when we left. I can't remember. Did this blow up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dragon blew it up.
destroyed it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Take back what I just said.
So
Last
you know
time.
that if you left him here, he would die in the explosion.
But we wouldn't be cursed.
That's a good point. Yeah, we didn't technically cause the explosion.
I mean, second hand, you're the one who allowed it to happen because you
I
set free
mean,
the
the
thing that
dragon
did it.
so the dragon's cursed. Dragon's
And
probably
you
strong
know
enough
it's
to
gonna do
ignore
it, so it's like, oh, I didn't kill them because I just left the pram in the road.
But, oh, don't bring children into this.
Look, last time we were here, and you can tell, like, Crom's on. It's very hard. It's like the best way I can put it is like a dog straying at a leash. Last time I was here, I helped pull all y'all into this.
Hey, we've
Y'all
been
need-
over this 100 times. Any
what I'm
one of
saying
us could
is-
have stopped you.
Yes, and you didn't. So I ain't gonna do shit this time. So do what you were gonna do then. Go on.
You there, Mandragoran. I do not know why those two bicker at my back, but you've no reason to not free me, right? I've only been an aid to you.
Well, it also seems a little unfair. We didn't ask for the aid.
I feel it is also unfair that I've been trapped and experimented on. But the life is full of unfairness.
Life is full of unfairness. God damn.
Yep, the wife is unfair. The wife kicked him out the house, and that's why he's here.
At times.
Rough.
These
Just-
devils would have good lawyers, but
All these contracts they sign into, yeah.
Is
mean-
this so? Go.
I mean, he's currently
mean-
talking to Mentha.
Yeah, Clarke and Cromwell just still bickering in the back. Ah, go on.
Mentha, are you going to reply to what he said?
he's not saying anything.
So Clarke will go back to Crom. I mean, the people that built the labs and did all these, they were the ones that were wrong. I mean, he got experimented on. I know we're signing into a contract, but just let him go free and then the contract's done.
What happens to the people who make deals with him after this?
Well,
What happens when?
we don't know
Oh,
what
sh-
deals he's made.
All right.
All we
we'll-
know
we'll-
is he's the one that's cursed us.
We'll put it this way.
And
20
I'll
years.
do it.
What do you mean?
I'll take the contract.
Hold on. You're not taking that contract by yourself.
We don't all have to take it.
No, we don't all have to take it, but I'm not going to let you do it by yourself.
If you wish to only sign as a single or a duo, it can be rectified that it's only between us three. The other two can have no interaction with it.
The less people who are tangled in it, the better, right? If it does go wrong.
You're not wrong, Mentha. And I'll sign in with you. I mean, I
You already got the
stopped
burden.
signing into the one before. You're the one that
Yeah.
pulled me out of that. I'm gonna stick by you.
You had to carry the burden the first time. It's not fair to put you through it again.
And you haven't had to carry the burden at all yet. You thankfully
Exactly.
managed to escape
That's
on
why
that.
it's my turn.
There's no such thing as turn. I'd rather you not get it at all.
All through this, I haven't really done anything. I've just been on the sidelines.
Mentha,
There
I'm
ain't
pretty sure you're
sidelines.
pretty much like the glue of the group. You're probably the one that kept us all together. I think if you weren't there, a lot worse or bad things may have come around.
No, I keep getting ready to talk, and then other people are talking, and I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, no, it's
And can't we just not take the contract?
Well, I said
Is
that
not
earlier,
as
but
much-
I think it's just as bad as killing him. If he's left here, we know that this place gets blown up. He dies regardless. That's still on us. Because we could have prevented it.
I would very much like to not be blown up. Didn't know the kind were gonna be doing such to their own labs.
Is the floor just regular stone?
It's worked stone?
Or stone, but stone.
Yes.
Clarke's like intentively watching Mentho. If she starts to interact with any of the chains or anything on the devils, Clarke will take part.
You can definitely see them looking at the chains where they're like attached to the floor. They're not doing anything yet.
Clarke's got a good firm grip on her blade.
alright. Fuck this.
Hmm.
Keep going. It's alright. Just moving closer.
That's what you guys were talking about. We can't do what we did. We know that how that ends up, and we can't just leave him here either. And if we release him, is that enough to just finish the contract?
We don't even know if this is real.
I mean, why else would we be put back here? This is where it all
It's just-
started.
It's as real as my blood on the floor.
Looking
Well,
around
maybe-
at everybody, do we have any of our gear from the recent past, or is it all the same? that we
You
have?
only have what you had at this moment in time when you were going through the labs.
Okay.
Do we smell the same as we were there? That sounds like a very weird question, but I do have said. But like, does this
Yeah.
smell like we're back in time?
It smells the exact same as it did then, if you have perfect memory of that time, because
I
it
think it's
was
more-
several weeks ago.
No, I think it's more like the smell, because especially for somewhere like this, where I wouldn't forget.
We're back in time, and we alternate something here. Would it change our future?
And we live with
So-
it for the rest of our lives.
What I'm hearing is I can possibly prevent Gibbs from dying?
Here we go. Bring back the nay.
You mean to tell me right now he could be out there, still alive and breathing, and we have the choice right now to change that?
We don't know what this will change, if this actually changes anything. It's just
Well, I know one thing it'll
We need
change.
to
It'll stop
atone.
us from having all these devil interactions.
I can assure you, at least I'll have nothing to do with anyone who signs upon the contract.
And just to understand this right, we let you go, we sign it, we don't harm you, you don't harm us or anyone we care about, and we never see you again, and you never see us again. Is that right?
In so many words, yes. Once I have left this place, your side of the contract shall be complete. I shall only be beholden to the words I have said. I shall never do anything that would harm you four, or at least the ones who sign the contract.
What I'm struggling to understand is you're a contract devil. You have reams of paper over. Is the paper actually there? Sorry, just to clarify.
The paper is still around him, yeah.
Yeah. You have reams of paper and you're trying to put it into a verbal contract. So how are we supposed to know it's done? Where's the small print? Where's the... How do we read it? How do we know you ain't fucking us?
You'll have to trust my word. But
I'd
whatever I can tell you, I am bound to my side. Once you have removed the manacles, I shall produce the contract for you to see and sign. Regardless if you sign it or not, I can leave unless you decide to cut me down. But who would cut down a prisoner of war?
Right. Before this goes further, I've made the decision I'm gonna sign. You either sign with me or I sign alone.
You don't do it alone.
No, they said I'll do it.
Look, we all do it, and none of us do it. Shit, we got reservations, but we did the first bit alone. No, we did the first bit together. Why stop now?
So, Minter and I have agreed. Crom, are you agreeing?
You can see it. It's almost like physical pain, but he'll sort of nod.
Demir?
I want to look directly in the eyes of this devil, and with all of like the pain and anger of all the shit that's happened to us over the last couple of weeks of travel, I'm gonna stare at him and I'm gonna say, I will never not be looking for you, devil. If you ever come anywhere near us again, your life is forfeit. Do you understand that?
That is understandable. I don't believe I particularly have done anything that warrants such hatred.
You've done more than enough. And then I'll nod to Menta, and that's the only sign I give.
We're all seem to be in agreement, Mentha will. I will say I don't remember spells I had at this time, but it's a second level spell, but I probably had soft and earth and stone around the manacles.
Alright. The devil is able to pull out the chains as you soften the earth as they come out of the walls and floor. He's still like chained up, but he can now move with the chains. It's been so long since I've not been in such a stretched position. I take it none of you have thieves' tools I can use to pick these locks, or do you have keys?
Contract says get you out. Doesn't say take your manacles off, does it?
Well, he did ask for you to remove the manacles. The manacles are still on. He just can move.
Ah, I thought the wording was set free.
But as he does mention keys, you do have rings of keys at this point
Who
that you were
has them?
using for the doors. I think Crom had them because Crom's leading most of this place. If not, it'd be Clarke.
Hold on. Probably one, Clarke be two. Because I don't remember. Clarke's got.
Clarke will move on up and unlock the manacles.
The manacles will snap open as the devil does the very cliche rubbing of the wrists, but he also moves his hands across his torso and legs as he tries to push the skin back together where it's been peeled open. Be nice to have a rocky bed to lay on to get rid of all this. But before anything, he then snaps his finger as one of the parchments around the horns at his back swings around to his front. He pulls out a quill, dips his finger on it, and signs the bottom as he hands it down to Mentha. You may read upon this if you wish to have any altercations, but it is all kosher, if you would like to say that. All you need to do is sign your real name, unless you want to be having your name elsewhere in the contract, but it's binding to the name you put down.
Mentha will take it and have a read through it.
If you wish to, like, really intensely see everything in it, it would be linguistics.
Oh boy.
It's gonna go great, guys.
Can I
It's not too bad.
assist? Never mind. It's not too bad.
You can assist if you want, yeah? You do indeed insist.
I did not say I was assisting.
Oh, you were just reading it for yourself to me?
Yeah, I was just trying to find my button.
Alright. As far as Menfer with the assistance of Clarke, Crom, do you want to assist or read it for yourself?
Well, after my several years of law school, I'm going to assist.
Alright.
I don't assist.
It's a lot of text in a fancy font.
Menfer, with the aid of Clarke and the barking of Crom, not exactly helping, and Demir on his own, as you read over the contract, it is pretty much as the devil has spoken. It says that his name is Sixerax, and that they would give you aid to move through these labs to the best of their ability, and you would remove the manacles from them and let them leave. At which point, they say at any time they will return to the outsider realm they came from, and that whoever has signed the contracts would not be counted in any aggressive actions made by Sixerax, which includes attacking, debuffing, affecting the terrain, or telling anyone anything about you. As far as you can tell, there is no fine print.
Detect magic.
It is definitely magic. It's a contract from a devil.
Can I use detect bullshit on this?
It's linguistics, you failed.
Damn.
Anything else would be sense motive on the devil.
Is there any magical fine print?
That's a good thing to ask for. You would have to roll spellcraft to even try and identify. Menfer, hard to gauge. First devil you ever come to contact with. They seem to be all forthcoming, if not a bit irritable and pained just because they've been experimented on. Demir, it is very hard to identify the contracts. It's a contract. You could learn the schools with Knowledge Arcana, but you don't know the specific spells. You have no idea. It's magic.
Okay.
As for your sense motive, pretty much the same as Menfer. The Zixerax has just been experimented on, so he's irritable and pained, but as far as you can tell, he's not outwardly lying. He's not crossing his fingers.
Also, this is literally what they do, so who knows? Alright, well, it seems straightforward enough. Then Menthor will sign the contract.
If you are signing the contract, write your character's full name in the text box, please. Devil fucker.
You also spent your last name wrong.
Venderson?
I'm
Oh, you're gonna give us
raging.
some items, are you?
Raging, no. I'll just put the normal name in. You can see, though, when Crom's writing this,
Demir spelled
it's-
his last name wrong.
Yeah. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah,
Don't you know who you are?
we're both
Maybe that's the
not very
point.
happy about this.
You're scribbling on it very hard.
Or it's been wrong on purpose.
Just want to
Are
make
you-
sure that the contract's scruffy.
I'll write it right. I'll write it correctly.
You could just copy and paste your name in the chat box. That'd make it any easier.
It's not
I
capital.
was hoping nobody would notice, and then somebody pointed it out.
Mm,
It's unfortunate because it's right next to your actual character name. So-
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so as far as I can tell, everyone outside of any typos has put their real names, yes? Has anyone not put their real name?
No. If Crom's he's not being forced to do it, but he knows what this means for everyone else. He knows how much hurt it's caused, especially to him, someone he loves, and the rest of them are very good friends, closest family. He's gonna do it properly.
As you hand the contract back to Zixerax, he will look it over, have a bit of a grin, and then roll it up and put it away. I shall thank you for keeping up your end of the bargain. Though I know you didn't exactly ask for it at the beginning. All's well that ends well. Now, if there's not much else, I should be making my leave of this place. It might take some time for me to gather up the power, but I do wish to return home.
That's it, huh?
I missed the last bit of what he said.
He's just
He-
going home, effectively.
He said he's going to
Okay.
leave, but it might take him some time to get back to his outsider plane.
Well, come on then, let's see what else these fuckers have got and planned for us. Any more mistakes you want to rub in our faces? They'll sort of start walking off.
Well, there's a mistake that you misspelled your name in this thing, but I'll just let that go.
I'll fuck off, Brimstone Balls, and he'll leave.
That's not my name. Rude. And as the party leave, the area around them starts to warp and peel away as if droplets going across a window pane. And all that is left is a big white image saying it's time for a break. As we shall take our break here. And I shall be right back.
Like Man on Fire, an Equalizer, but it's still Denzel Washington.
Alright. As everyone moves away, the world warps and drips down as at least everyone besides Mentha will awaken in a familiar place.
Where the
Surrounded
fuck is this?
surrounded
An
in
upgrade
a
of a-
black void that goes on and on forever, you stand upon a rocky island. Swaying trees, seemingly living in a world that they shouldn't normally. A large red moon in the sky creates whatever light you can see upon the water's surface in front of you. Though the water is thick and viscous, it is taking on a slight reddish hue, though has become a lot more blue and black than what everyone aside from Mentha remembers it to be.
I've never been here.
It is a variant version of the dream you had before.
Yeah, I've
The
never
Blood
been
Bowl.
here.
Could have sworn you were in it.
No, I've only ever had the one dream where
No,
you
no, it's
sent
only
me
been
that
me
thing.
and Demir.
It's only ever been Dementha and Clarke.
Dementha.
Dementha and Clarke,
Dementha.
okay. Apparently they're fusing together to get their powers combined.
I'm making a monster called that. That's sick. Right, sorry,
Mm.
go on.
It's too close to Dementor. J.K. Rowling's going to get a slip from you.
Mm.
Okay, so in that case, Crom's never seen this place. Only Demir and Clarke have.
Having very serious issues with the map. Sorry, go on.
This is giving me like Dark Meridian vibes from Kingdom Hearts.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I was trying to put my finger on it.
Yeah, this is the vibe I'm getting right now.
Just going to turn that moon into a heart.
It's that fucking sea cave with the door in it down there as well.
There's 2 crumbs. He's multiplied.
I got crumbs, they're multiplying.
Right, we're going back to the serious bullshit. Let's go.
Where are we? Does this feel like a familiar sensation for Clarke and obviously Demir?
Yes. It looks... It's very similar to the places you've been before, how it has changed slightly.
Then I'm going to change what I just said and say, oh, not again. Oh, you guys are here this time.
What is here? Where are we?
Remember those nightmares I had where I woke up in a pool of blood? This is it. Or at least it was similar to this. Well, let's get this over with. Is this like a cliff edge on the side, or is it just a drop down?
No, it is a pretty much just a raised land. There is no drop
Then
for what
Clarke
the
is
map
gonna
would say.
head down and go to the water's edge.
So we go. And we make one of the hardest decisions of our lives, and we're still here. You two were here, right? This is what you dreamt about.
Aye.
Then what the fuck is the point?
We don't rightly know. We gotta figure it out as we go, Crumb. Same as we've been doing this whole damn time.
Is there any stones or anything nearby on this beach?
I would have clapped Mayor's back and be like, yeah, fuck's sake.
Yeah, there'd be stones around.
Clarke is gonna pick up a stone and try and skim it along the water.
It skims off into the distance until it's just absorbed into the darkness.
Well, sorry, go.
As everyone moves their way into the water towards the reflection of the red moon, the waters will ripple and move across form as it raises upwards.
It has been a long time since some of us have met eyes.
Well, nice to see you, or not nice to see you again. I thought you'd show your face again if we try to get rid of you. Finish sending your minions to us now?
No one is ever free of the temptations of life. I only offer a sight into other paths and give you the choices for ones you take and for ones you ignore. You have come thus far to our holy city and beseech the priests to remove your taints. Your unholy mission to find your true selves. Through murder, by your hand or by your presence, you are at that end. And given the choice, knowing what you know now, you do not strike down the devil in the past. Be it a cowardice of what is to come, or to test. The question is, do you repent? Or are you fervent that your actions were the correct ones for you?
It was never something that should have started from the beginning. It was a mistake that we all took upon us. Crom drew the blow, but we all could have stopped it. But it's something that shouldn't have happened, and it's something that hasn't happened anymore. Everyone may have different feelings than I, but that's what I said to you from the start, and that's what I say now. She'll, like, draw both the blades and stab them in the sand.
You say your previous actions were a mistake. But is it a mistake on your part, or a mistake of your fellows?
It was an action that could have been prevented by us, but we chose not to intervene, so it was a mistake on all of us. Clarke will sort of look back towards mentoring Crom, as this is probably the first time they've met with Satan face to face. And obviously give an eye to Demir, who's backed off.
It is very obvious to see that Menta is scared shitless. It's hugging her staff, just shivering, staring wide-eyed at this huge-ass being in front of them.
I was going to go last, unless you guys are just formulating what you want to say. It's up to you.
I'm not sure what to say yet.
Menta, I take it you formulating.
If you got something, go for it.
Crom's legs are shaking with fear, 100%. There's a tremble in his arms. His eyes are so bloodshot. It's that mix of fear and rage coursing through his body. It's causing the blood vessels in his eyes to pop. You know what? If it was just me, not them. I deserve that. Just me. The only regret I don't have is shitting down the neck hole of your sin-spawned little bitch when I cut his head off. That's all I got for you.
I shall welcome you when you leave this realm.
I've never thought dealing with devils was ever a good idea. I don't like it. It doesn't leave a good taste in my mouth. And it's not pleasant. But I feel like what we had to do is exactly that. What we had to do. I don't think we did anything wrong in the first place.
You are resolute in your choice.
Indeed.
Like Miss Clarke said, what we did was on all of us in one form or another, however everyone feels about their own choice. And I hope what we did was some sort of... I won't fix what we did, we can't fix the past, but we can do better in the future, and that's what we've been trying to do. Came all this way to... so we wouldn't be a danger to all around us anymore.
Are you only repentant of your action, or only of what it has caused?
I could not understand what you said.
Are you only repentant of your actions, or only of what it has caused?
Well, both. I think my biggest flaw is my not action, but all the inaction. Only ever just stuck to the sidelines and not, well, everybody else does something and hope that I can fix that. Do something for myself.
No matter whatever your feelings are on the past, present, and future, the actions you've taken are the ones you have. I offer another choice, a final one on your journey. Take the left path. Everything shall continue as it did. You will have killed the devil in his chamber and given up the lives of those around you. Nothing shall change. Or take the right path and move on from the choice you just made in your vision. You'll be back in Meta as if none of this ever happened. Do you take the path that you are resolute in what you did? Or do you take the path where you consider your actions? What temptation guides you?
Sorry, you're saying we didn't consider our actions the first time, right? Is that what you're trying to say? That we didn't think about it? That didn't consider the fact that we're letting the monster out to the world again?
Only you can decide your own moral compass. If yours is to dictate someone's life and attitude based on their skin and kin, that is your choice.
It ain't that. That would make sense. I don't judge people for how they look. Or how they are. You're telling me we're supposed to just be A-okay with letting something that we know at our call is gonna go out and cause unrest. And maybe some good shit. Maybe some of the deals are alright. What about the bad ones? That's supposed to be alright? You're supposed to just walk away and pretend that our lives are better than anyone else's? You can see Crom is like on the verge of crying, but he doesn't know why.
All I offer is the choice. The only temptations are the ones you feel. The ones you pick are your own.
Yeah, you can see that he's pointing to that edge of the island, or that one.
What about the cave?
The cave is non-existent.
Down
What about
to
the cave?
left
Tell me about
is,
the cave.
we think we're right.
If you take
Sorry.
the left path, he said that the world will just continue as it was. You'll wake up in the church after being cured. Nothing will change. If you go to the right path, you'll go back to the point just after you let the devil go, back in the lab.
I'll head down this way and I'll look back at my friends and I'll say to them, no matter what you will choose, I love you and I hope to see you on the other side. then I'll take off down this path.
As you head on down that path, everyone will see Demir disappear.
Tom's gonna wait.
Will we remember everything that happened, regardless of which path we took?
No memories shall be removed from you.
Clarke is just gonna wait a moment to see what Crom meant to choose or decide or conversation about.
Hey, I picked that first. You fuck off. You go. You pick your path.
No.
I would say it looks like Crom's looking that way.
Yeah, Amanda's also looking at the right path.
Clarke is also looking at the right path, just because she wants to bring back Gibbs mainly. Hence why
Hold
she
on,
was
wait.
asking about the memory stuff.
The left path is the one where everything goes back to normal, isn't it?
This is the path where you continue going on as it was. Nothing changes. You'll wake up in the church after having the taint removed.
Right. Yeah.
If you
so,
go to the right path, you'll wake just in a laboratory after you let the devil go.
Oh, in that case, I'm looking left. Go that way.
Without saying anything, Clarke's gonna start making her way to the path on the right, but she's not gonna go all the way just yet.
Hey, to it. What you thinking?
It would prevent a lot of what we saw if we go with Miss Clarke.
Yeah. It'll sort of turn around and not kneel down, but it'll sort of get on as level as you best you can with Mantha. You gotta pick what's right for you. You strong. You smart. Do what you want to do.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll figure it out. You don't need to know. Stop looking about that. Make a choice. You're in a plant. You don't just grow down. You know that. You can go wherever you want.
Do you think it would be real? So it's
That's
just
okay.
another part of the test.
What a
As far as I know, there's no way to really change the past or anything. Think it would work?
Maybe. I mean, these things behind. I mean, I will fully turn my back on what I should be saying at this point, and it scares the shit out of me. But like Ron will do it, so he can properly look at Mantha. Maybe these things can do a lot of shit. Change time. You read the stories, right? You know, do all these things, move it around, and such. But What you gotta think about is we only got a certain amount of time. We ain't gonna live forever. What's gonna make you happy? Oh shit. What can you live with?
I mean, no matter what I choose, I'll still have the memories, so.
We always have memories. That's all they are. Memories. So pick us out.
But what about the Void Dragon, too? Wasn't she in trouble? Do you think she's in trouble?
Maybe. Maybe she is. But the honest answer to that question is, do you care more about that? Or do you want to go home?
I only ever really wanted to just help people do the right thing. But don't really know what the right thing is anymore.
Well, there you're asking the wrong question. You probably best ask Blondie about that one. Or Mr. Demir, if you see him again. To me? Hell, you might not have been asking. What's right is what you think is right. Being right has so many shades and colors to it. You could paint, what is that fancy Mona Lisa, the one that was made by that necromancer? All the different shades. That one. You could paint a Mona Lisa with the amount of colors it takes to be right. That's a lot of colors, isn't it? A lot of different shades. Shit, things I don't even know how to make. Everyone's sense of right will always be different. There's commonalities. There's a lot of people who think the same. But you gotta think. Typically, it ain't right, but you bigger than that now. If Clarke can hear me, I'll sort of address her as well, because unfortunately Demir's gone. But I probably will say it. Manta, Demir and Clarke. Your sense of right will always be what it will be. It might change sometimes. You might mix it with some other colours. You might change it up a bit. As you grow older, it'll always be yours. So, in a world of infinite possibility, you've got to pick one or two. So be it. Just know, I'm behind you all the way. All y'all.
And I'll just kind of look at Chrome, look down in thought, just give a little nod, and start backing up the hill. Look towards right where Clarke is and take a step back towards the path on the left. You decided, Miss Clarke?
No. Still thinking about it. You go
Oh,
on
sorry,
ahead.
did you hear that?
Hear what?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Take your pick. I'll decide.
Shall we go? We can go together. I think I have to move forward. I can't grow or learn from my mistakes if I keep looking back too much.
It's not so much looking at mistakes, it's preventing them. Some of the choices we made, there are other options to those choices. Some of those would lead to some of the closest people I know still alive. Heck, I had Mr. Gibbs just when he was... What is the name of a baby horse?
Colt.
Thank
If it's a
you.
stallion.
Yeah, colorful. One, two.
Filly if it's a girl.
That's it.
He was so young. I had him, grew him up, fed him, looked after him, and it's not a way he should have died. He was not fit for war. He wasn't fit for a battle. I have the ability to change that now. Heck, I have the ability to just stay at home, live a normal life.
Then you should go.
But it's like you say, the Void Dragon needs help. The Void Dragon got us to where we are today.
Well, there might still be. If I remember, we met her right after we met the devil. So you might still meet her, you could still help her in that scenario.
Yeah, you're not wrong. What about you, Crom? Where's your head at?
Alright, step away. What happened?
Clarke asked you, where's your head at? What's your thought?
My bluff is shit, so bear with me.
My sense motive is shit, so yeah, we're good.
Grom will look over at you and just say, "Yeah, well, that's it."
I heard what you said. But there's, like you said, one or two options.
Yeah.
I'd like to just take an interest into what your option is, weigh it against my own. You haven't exactly said which path you're more fond of.
Not it. This is one of those times when you don't ask someone's opinion in terms of swaying your own. You might ask some advice, like Mantha did. You might want to try and frame how you think. But you gotta be a bit assertive on this one. The made a choice. A good choice. For him. He told you he loved you. All y'all, I mean me included. So I'm not gonna tell you which way I'm gonna go. Because you need to make a call. You strong? Fast as shit. I mean, I can't even hide spies in your backpack anymore. After all we've been through, after all the things we've fought, trials and tribulations, I know you struggle with it sometimes, but I think you can pick left from right.
You're right. I've made my choice. And I want you to have this. She's gonna untie the saddle leather from Mr. Gibbs' leftover saddle from her hand and hand it to Crom in his open palm and close his fist for him. Just look after that, and I hope in my path that the feelings that we have for each other will still be there. Look after yourself, Mentha. I love you guys and Demir with all my heart. Whatever you choose, I hope it leads us to this close bond we have with each other now.
To Miss Clarke.
She'll
Stay
give
safe.
one last look to Crom, give him a nod, and you can probably see there's just tears in her eyes as she walks down the path.
I'm gonna miss you. Like flowers miss the sun.
Clarke will disappear into the right path.
Go on, Twiglet. Sorry. Mantha. Can't stay there forever.
Where are
I mean,
you
you've got
heading?
ring of sustenance, you typically are good.
You know what I mean?
Don't know if time's real here. And you already chose mine, so you can now tell me where you're going.
You know, I never should have told you to be as stubborn as you are. Please. Please. Pick one. Up behind you. One way or the other.
Whichever it goes, we don't want us to go together.
We'll be together. In our own little way. It's it. Memories will be together. Even if we don't be together at the end, we'll always remember each other. Besides,
What are you doing, Crom?
go home.
Because you sound like you're saying goodbye to everyone, but you can either go Miss Clarke or go with me and Mr. Demir. What are you doing?
Go home. Please.
I'm not going before you tell me.
I'll just head over to him. Is Satan doing anything while this is going
He
on?
is
They're just-
floating there, just looking at you.
Alright. Come on up. Well, come on then. You come with me. Can I grapple Mentha?
Probably.
It's probably going to be a very easy thing to do.
Yeah, they are not like... They're right there with you. They're not being careful, they're not expecting anything, they're just standing right next to you. Does it trust you?
It's not like a. This is not aggressive. It's more like Ron will grab you by the arms.
Like,
And
it's not the
pick you
first
up.
time you've just picked up Menta without saying anything for no reason
Yeah, like-
whatsoever, so it's not like new to them either. Like, a little surprised, but they're not gonna struggle.
We'll come over to here. I don't want to cross a line, as it were. I want to get right up to it.
Mm-hmm.
You grew up so much in such a strange way because of what happened.
I wouldn't have if you haven't saved my life. You haven't been there for me to protect me, to watch over me.
That's because I'm bigger than you. I can see a little bit further. But you know what happens when plants get older, right? They grow. They grow up. They get bigger.
Well, in
And
our
one
roots
day-
and make more little plants.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna try and lift her up to my eye line. Which probably isn't that hard, but you know.
It's,
Mm.
yeah, he's not fighting it.
Grow up. And I'm gonna push her across the line.
All right. Are you letting go?
Yeah.
Menfa will just land on the beach and still's there.
Fuck's sake, this is supposed to be fancy.
Ugh.
Go across the fucking.
I'm not going anywhere with that before you go somewhere.
Said I'll go after you. Just fuck. God damn it. And he's just sort of like kicking sand. Just like, fuck, that was supposed to be. Shit. Jesus. Damn it. Fuck.
And it just gets back up and walks back up to Chrome, just
didn't
looking at him.
I didn't mean to drop in the sand like that. I know it was very embarrassing. Like,
I know what you were trying to do. I'm glad it didn't work. Because I'm not going anywhere before
fucking
you go
dumb.
somewhere.
Shit, it was supposed to be all fancy and. Can't do anything right. Yeah.
You do a lot of things right.
Alright, I love you. You're my best friend, eh?
And you're mine.
Yeah, you are. I'm not leaving here until I make Brimstone Dickface over there bleed just a little bit. Just one little bit of drop of blood will do me. I ain't leaving. I don't care if you heard that, by the way, but I ain't doing it. All those people in Brickton didn't deserve what happened to them. And shit, maybe that's our fault. And all the people in Mentha didn't. And the deserter. And everyone in this entire bullshit adventure. Fuck. Our plan was to get fixed. And then it happened. And I won't lie to you, I don't know what we do after this. So I'm sorry I dropped you in the sand, that was a bit shitty, but... Let's go home. You'll still remember me, I'll still be around.
You two just staring down each other.
Yeah, Manta is just looking at him. Not moving. Also stuff happening behind the scenes, so BRB or loading, please wait.
Offering.
Because I don't want to overstep any boundaries, so I'm just making sure about something.
If Prom was expecting any response from what he was saying to Satan, by the way, Satan is just stone-faced, has no effect.
Alright.
You keep wanting to carry all these burdens on your own, but they're not just on you, they're on all of us. We've all been there. I know I said I wanted to be more active and do more stuff for myself, by myself. Can't say I can help you with that plan, but I'll be with you if you'll have me. If you really want me to go, I'll go, but you got me through this far. I don't want you to be alone.
Which has to make so much sense.
One of us has to.
Oh, we doing bits now, are we? There is the incarnation of evil 40 foot over there, hovering there like a fucking floating satanic turd, and you're making bits?
And so we don't want to be making speeches and don't being all dramatic.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to go across the fucking line.
And I said I'm not going without you.
Well, we best go to the other side of the island then. Fuck me.
Wasn't meant for wanting to go to the Nothing Changes route anyway?
Yeah, I was. They said, like, yes, you know that they were going towards Mr. Damir, but
I just wanted her to have a friend. Just in case.
she will. If she's going home, she'll be with her family. Back at Meta, where she belongs.
Fuck me, she deserves it. God, I hope she finds someone nice.
Depends if Crom of the past would even have the same choices.
Depends.
Do
Crom
you-
will walk over and face plant into the sand and go, okay, we both did it, we can go across now, alright? Yours is
Together?
over there.
Raises
That's
up there. Doesn't take his hand, but offers her own hand for him.
Thank you. And we'll hold Phil's Mentor's little leaf hand.
We'll
It's
last
gonna be
glass towards the path on the right, and whenever Crom's ready to cross over.
You know it's gonna be shit, right?
Well, there's also a lot that happened that you don't really have done anything about anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you though.
Come on. And we'll go through the Nothing Changes. Sorry about the length of that.
You will be.
I apologise to them, not you. You fucked up my bit.
So it's both Crom and Menfer going through the nothing changes area, yeah?
Yes.
If they are, if it's their choice, yeah. I'm gonna go if they're happy to go as well. Yeah.
Yep, that was would have been Mentor's choice anyway.
Alright. Your existence will both fade out. As you all make your choices along the paths, Jester isn't here right now, so we'll do this side first. You're all awaken back in the church. However, the Jester in this reality has no idea of what happened when you were asleep. Awakening within the circle, Crom, your horn will be in the hands of Aryanes the Eighth, as Clarke and Demir's eye and more have been totally removed. Menfer, seemingly having no physical changes anyway, looks to be the same. However, everyone, aside from Clarke, who has the memory of this world, feels that their mythical powers, abilities, and classes have all been removed, and you have a 1 inherent bonus to all scores instead.
Nice. Is there any way we could say that it's slower for Clarke to wake up if they're not here at the minute? Like, we have a quick chat.
Nope, Clarke's here. Clarke, as you wake up in this reality, you have no idea of what happened in the sleep. You just know that you no longer have the devilish taint, and to your knowledge, you don't have your mythical powers anymore. You just have +1 inherent to all scores. So you went to sleep, you woke up, it's gone.
Okie dokie. Man, we've got to change my macro to take out the mythic stuff.
I think the first thing Crom does when he wakes up is, assuming Demir is awake, is like clap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, am I the first one back?
You'd all appear at the same time.
Okay.
Try to keep him waiting.
What do you mean waiting?
Well, I suppose you wouldn't know. Don't worry about it.
Is Clarke
Well,
awake
now
at this
I'm
point?
really worried about it.
It's not. Don't worry about it. Seriously, it's alright.
Alright.
Yeah, is Clarke awake at this point?
Yeah, Clarke is awake. You just have no recollection of what happened in the dreams.
Did it work? Is it gone?
Yes. I was able to remove all of the devilish powers infused within you. Your horn, sir, she says as she hands Crom the horn. It lets off a small tuft of both black and purple mist, though aside of that, nothing really else.
Alright, I'll take the horn. I will 5-step over here and kiss Clarke fully in the face.
What? What's that for? Hey.
You can thank Mantha for that, and I'll step back as if nothing happened.
Mentha?
Now I'm really curious what happened there.
What happened when? Where? What?
Talk about it somewhere else. Like, who looks like Crom, like, betrayed, like, how dare you do this to me?
How could you do this to me? Look, I had to get you back somehow, right?
Clarke's like just visibly wiping off her face and lips and like shaking her hands. Oh, God, it's wet.
Oh, thanks.
What was that for anyway? It was so sudden. Let's do it at a private place next time.
I'll take that under advisement.
Right, let's go find somewhere to stay for the night. We've had a long couple of weeks.
Yeah. I would like to look at. Is it Ornias the 8th? Am I mispronouncing that?
Or on the S, the 8th, yes.
Ornias the 8th. Yeah, I would like to address her and give her like a proper bow. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've only done
Just
my
like what he said.
duty, and thankfully it went through without any hitches. Though you may find your bodies a bit sluggish as the quicksilver works its way through. A siesta at an inn may be advised, she says as she looks towards Clarke.
What? Why me?
Can I sense motive? The everything went without a hitch.
As far as you can tell.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
feel-
sense motive that.
I feel different. Like, personally stronger, but
Yeah.
I don't feel that connection we had anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
I removed all the devilish powers.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about, but thank you.
Demir, I think it might be some of them overflow devil powers, right? And I'm gonna look at him with that kind of like,
You should go look for an inn and talk. Thank you, miss.
Why are you telling him to stop? I mean, you're right, actually. I'm pretty sure I
I'm
still
gonna
don't
kiss
feel
Clarke
the...
again before she gets to say anything.
Clarke would visibly push him back. Oh, God! Did you... And start walking away. Not hear anything I just said?
I'm overwhelmed with patience, and then just like
But
chases
why
around
we
the church.
But, why is it I always seem to be running out of a church with all my characters?
Where's the ladder?
Seriously! There's always a love that's just not meant to happen. Wrong time, wrong place.
Sorry about that. And I'll we'll get past the Burmesians at least before it.
Yeah, I see that blending in with the grass.
Sorry about that, Blondie. I just don't think talking about, black and blue is a good idea in there.
Black and purple, but yes.
Black and
I
purple,
get
sorry.
it, but do it a better way. But now that we're away from them, I do realize that bond seems to be broken. We don't have any of the abilities.
Whilst you know and can feel you no longer have those mythical powers, heroes, what have you, you still feel a connection to the Void Dragon, and you know it is that inherent bonus that is giving you from the Void Dragon.
So do we also lose the hit points?
Yeah, you have no, you don't have the heroic
okay.
classes or whatever.
Yeah, I'll say that now.
My health is so much lower.
It should only be 4 or 5. That's
I
not that
know,
much.
but
Mine went up because of the inherent bonus.
mine didn't. I'm still on odd
Like,
numbers on
plus
most of my
my one.
ability scores.
Yeah, mine went up.
On the bright side, I'm a +1 modifier in strength now.
Oh shit, here we go. Here we fucking go.
Arm wrestle me right now.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
No!
Yeah, it's rough. You can definitely see Grom straight on it, which you didn't expect.
How does it feel to almost get beaten? Hey, girl!
How does
As
it
the round
feel
just goes down.
to be beaten and then put it down?
Ow!
Oh, my
Gentle
God.
next time. Demir, can you look at this? Is it broken?
It doesn't
Or
look
you-
like it's broken, just a little bit strained.
Demir, I gotta ask you something.
What's that, pal? By the way, Demir has been up until now like super gloomy, introverted, and just like
Yep.
all gloomy doomy, but he is absolutely cheek to cheek, just smiling as he just walks around with a little pep in his step.
How a true dwarf should be.
When you said the word pal, I was like, this man has... he's had a weight on his shoulders. What you gonna do now? I mean, you welcome back home. But I know you probably got... I mean, do you have... Don't be asked if you got a family back somewhere else.
For the most part, my family is not a place that I want to be. My pa was the only one that really looked after me, but he died in the wars. So, honestly, y'all are really my family at this point, more than even Show used to be.
Go pick up Demir and cuddle him. Fully just pick him up.
What? What has gotten into you? Put me down.
Fucking done. God damn. We're done. We're done. It's... He's sort of like holding his horn. It's done. Yeah.
What do you want to do with that thing?
I'm gonna keep it. And his expression will somber for a minute. No point forgetting it. But... yeah. No point
Well,
forgetting it.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel like going back and making amends in the towns that had to deal with the repercussions of having us there.
Ah. Maybe. Are we not, on the shit list of Richter?
That's what I'm saying. Like, go back to Marta and all them places and try to help. Do what we can.
Maybe, but didn't they want to throw us in jail?
Well, I thought they kind of got distracted with Miss Knife.
Yeah, and don't forget we got the return pass.
Hey, that's true.
The
They did
mention of
take us out of
knife.
the border and they didn't take us in then.
True. But yeah, the mention of knife, Crom's expression will sort of look confused, is the best way I can put it. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Let me go back through. Shit. Follow the same path.
Look up
Could
at the skies, it's
also-
still black and purple.
The skies are still black and purple.
We could also seek out our patron and see if we can help them in any way. Now that we're a little bit stronger.
How you
Fuck
gonna find
are
them?
they, though? How? Yeah, how?
I don't know
Need to get yourself a scroll of sending.
exactly. Where is the time mage?
Just go to the beach. A bottle washes up with a note inside. It's from the king. Credits and music start to play.
Ask around here, or we could head towards Mastella. Or somewhere else where there might be different kinds of magic.
That's what you want to do. Fair enough. I think we just go on.
Grom, are you going to be welcome back in
Maida? Hell no. I'm taking y'all back, and I'm gonna find somewhere to live in the Southland somewhere. Shit, I got a house to rebuild. Thinking about it.
Mate, it was never my house, my home either. I've never lived there. I think we should get Blondie back there, though, at the very least.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Ma and Pa. It's been a while.
Mentha's Grove's there as well, right? Or at least
But-
nearby.
Mentha does have a point. Like, we got to this point because of the Void Dragon. Should at least try and seek out to help.
I ain't against it. The honest answer is it's going to take us weeks to get home. It's going to take us maybe days to get to the capital. Why not?
Yeah. One last adventure.
What I would say is, I think Phobia, there's a lot of future seeking. Might be worth trying there. If not,
Where's that at? Where at?
yeah, northeast maybe. Give or take.
Where were you talking about? The name of
Uh,
the place?
On the map, it's northeast. It's
Formula.
like 6.
Oh, that one, alright.
Yeah. I would say though, whole point of giving us giving us this power is that we set her free. But we know something's going on with them because our powers are waning. So
You can just go buy a scroll of sending.
what in here?
Yeah.
How much
The
is the
magical
scroll sending?
capital
Because it's
was
5th
expected.
level, isn't it?
Sending is 4th, so it'd be 700 gil. I'm willing to hand wave it for the ending.
Alright, perfect.
Alright.
We'll do that then.
And then we got more just items that we were willing to sell before, so we can just
Mhm.
say we sold some of that.
Right, before we talk to the Void Dragon, do we want to say anything in particular?
What up, bitch? You okay now? Nothing comes to mind. Just make sure
Right.
they're alright. Where they are.
And what were the rules of sending? Was that a limited amount of
25
words?
words or less.
Let's work it out.
I already have my reply ready. Mom! I'm grown up now!
Need money, need food.
Void Dragon then actually sends the sending back to Mother. The Mother Dragon.
Love you, Mom. Can you bring your homemade cookies over? Is the washing machine free? So is that just the basic questions you're going to be sending? Because I'm not going to need you to give me 25 words.
I think it's essentially the gist.
Yeah, like,
If,
Hey,
maybe
we've
like if
noticed
you do
things
need
are-
help, where are you? Can we help? Do you need help?
powers
All
are
good. Need
waning.
help. Where are you?
You need
if
help.
needed.
Where are you?
The Void Dragon will reply that I am well. I left your world after removing those who trapped me there. I hope your travels go well and my power a boon.
Nice.
Good call, Demir.
At least we're aware of what's going on.
Well, we're not. We don't know why
Damn,
they
that's
were waning.
exactly 25 words. Go Void Dragon.
Yeah, I have word opened.
It's probably because it's going away. Distance and all that.
Well, I guess we head home then. Nothing left to do.
Anyone can roll Knowledge Arcana.
Anyone, you say?
Anyone. even Speckles.
Wait, where's Speckles? I thought they
I'm
left
doing
us
that.
a while ago.
I'm doing that. No, Speckles never left.
I thought Speckles left a while ago.
No, Speckle's still around.
When's the last time we checked on Speckles?
Yeah, Speckles alive? Did we feed him?
Speckles is always
Speckles
on
was
me.
nice with Knife, because Knife could talk to him.
I can't access Speckles' page. I can't do it. Oh, wait, hang on. Speckles doesn't have a thing where I can roll it. I mean, he's
I don't think
intelligent,
much
so...
cheat in this. Yeah. Alright, Tamir, you could explain as everyone else, but there is a new handout in your important info.
We're talking about Satan's temptation guidance.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Ah, I see. I thought that was the
Nice.
case.
Oh shit.
And Tamir tells no one.
Hold on, I'm
could.
reading it through.
I'm fact checking. Bear with me.
Okay, I'll read it. Oh, I'll not read it obviously, but I'll spell that out to everybody. Why had they given us power?
Wait a second. So if we let
Probably feels very dirty right now.
yeah.
I mean, we still technically have the power.
No, you don't. The only
We
thing
never
that's left in you
inherited
now
it,
is
do you?
what the Void Dragon gave you, which was the inherent point.
Yeah.
So you're telling me? Did we let him out? Did we let Satan out? In them labs? Could we just not see it?
I think that this is, as they said, it's a temptation. They're trying to offer power to draw us to their side of things, I guess.
Alright.
So as long as we follow our true hearts and our convictions, we will never gain power through Satan's. By the way, not saying this, just out in the roads somewhere. We'll be like,
You're saying this
in-
next to
in
the
some-
church?
Yeah. So we'll never gain power through Satan's temptations, but if we ever fall to those temptations, we will gain power, as foul and dirty as it may be.
Says the man who used it so many times.
That wasn't Satan, to my knowledge.
Rob will probably spit and feel quite sick, but just go. Fuck.
Right, let's take a day or two to rest up here, and let's get little Missy over here back home, see her parents at the very least, and then we'll make decisions on what to do then.
Yeah.
It's also meant to be along the same lines of, it doesn't matter where something comes from, it's how it's used.
Still doesn't feel good about it, but I get you.
Hmm.
Yeah. We'll hire a carriage. Spend a night, maybe two. Move on with our lives.
Also, question. If
Answer.
I gave Crom the saddle leather of Mr. Gibbs in that time space,
Who has it?
would Clarke still have it now, or would they both have one?
You still have it, because nothing really mattered in that time space. At least
Crom
nothing
had-
like material-wise.
I remember
So-
you giving it to me though.
Yeah. Clarke has no idea about it.
Clarke
yeah,
still
I'm
got it
not
tied to
gonna-
her hand though.
I'm not gonna say anything about that right now.
That's fine.
It
It's just
it meant
curious
it
if you
meant
had it.
enough. Yeah. It'd be cool, but no. Just looks at it every so often.
Do I need to
Yeah,
run
just,
through any? Oop.
I was gonna say, just reload the save, duplicate all of Clarke's equipment.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you pick up the bucket and we run into the wall enough times, we go into a little glitch area. That was 3 laughs. I want hero points.
No.
Raging.
Is there anything I need to run through in this universe before I go up to the other?
Nope.
Not that I know of.
Now to the multiverse.
All right. If nobody is saying anything about that, I shall pull you into Jaster's universe.
Woo. All by myself. Oh, we're here.
As Clarke moves through the portal on the right, she walks away with her team. Everyone in her team has no idea about any of the future or anything that transpired. The only difference now is that they all let the devil go and signed the contract, mostly heralded by Clarke's actions. And Clarke may feel like a fish out of water, as she knows so much more than the three around her. So it's up to her if she wishes to let that loose or not. However, as you move through the underground, as usual, you come up to Zurima Crystal Zarum. Letting free of her manacles and chains, she stands standing upright. As the party asks for power from her, she instills within everyone the +1 inherent bonus, as Clarke realizes it's no longer the mythical power. Is there anything else we must discuss? I can transport you to your village.
Zurim, that would be most helpful. I have a little horse, and she'll like point speckles on her. Are they able to be transported back to the village as well? Mr. Gibbs is outside.
Yes, I can make accommodations for your companions and cart.
She'll look around to the party. And we'll just put a side note and just say, well, maybe when we get back, I might drop a message to Oranius. What do you guys think?
Who's that?
Who?
Oh. It's just a friend of mine that I used to know. I thought you guys knew her, but no, never mind. I'll drop a message to her later. You guys ready to go back to the village?
Yeah, I ain't eaten unfucked up meat for a long time.
Maybe I'll cook you something.
Alright,
I'll just get my mom
let's
to
see
do
if
it.
we can get back there and get the rest of the town up and running.
Yeah, it's been a long journey.
Let's go home. Yeah.
And then I shall move you a few feet outside of the village you speak of. Void Dragon then flaps their wings as you're all surrounded in magical lights and are transported back to Meta. Mr. Gibbs neighs loudly at the appearance of Clarke and seemingly sniffs you for longer than normal.
Clarke will probably just burst straight into tears and just run up and hug him around his neck. Oh boy. I know it hasn't been long, but I've missed you so much. And I'll never let anything happen to you.
Mr. Gibbs will like lower his head so his chin's on your back.
Clarke, you're acting real strange. Did you take a head wound?
She'll sort of just mumble under her voice, trying not to let you guys hear, but you probably can hear. So none of you chose this way, huh? That's fine. No, I'm alright. Just, you know, everything that's been going on, it's been long. Hopefully all the meat's gone back to normal though, and we can start eating good again.
At the very least it will soon. The Void Dragon is actively taking apart those labs, so hopefully we'll get...
As you speak about that, you'll see tall pillars of black magic destroying the labs that you know of. The earth quakes a bit at each one, but doesn't continue for long.
Should probably let Mr. Cho know what's going on. And the rest of the village.
Yes, that's probably true.
Aye. Well, let's go see old man Cho. Hey, Crom, you coming?
No, go on ahead. I gotta think about something. And we'll head towards the river, like you did last time.
You can tell that Mr. Gibbs feels a bit weird as you ride on his back, almost as if you're doing it differently than usual.
You guys go ahead, I'll wait for Gorm here. We'll catch up.
Alright, don't be too long. As she's like going through town. Well, this is definitely a much better feeling than before.
There's still that aura of darkness around Etrukar, who's in the village.
As Clarke goes by, she'll just shout into it. Hi, Etrukar!
Hello!
Welcome back. I see those large explosions have something to do with your actions.
That's a long story, but a little bit, yeah. The laboratories are definitely no longer a problem.
This is a good thing to hear. We don't need to be curing these diseases for any time to come.
Hey, well, we better go check in with Old Man Show.
Good day to you.
You as well.
Grandpa Chencho!
I ain't that old. But I certainly feel it as my hearing's ringing. You're the cause of them explosions.
Aye, that was us.
Not
be no more issues with the meat
directly,
enemy.
but aye.
Well, from what I can recollect, that was the labs you were telling me about. I think there's one or two more, but I take it with such an explosive return, you're all done? I'd say it's a bit over the top.
Might be a little bit, but what's done is done, right? Hopefully the village won't have any more issues.
I suppose. I take it we won't be having to have any more dealings with... You said there were scientists working on the fauna, yeah?
They were. I don't think we'll have anything more to do with it. Or we shouldn't see them around these parts anymore, hopefully. Some of them were from the Kine region.
Ah. Well, they couldn't have been around the Southlands, that's for sure. But I don't exactly have too many fond memories of Kine. Both Demir and myself, mostly within the Rictal lands.
That lot of losers there.
She'll sort of smile and scratch her head. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty battle scarred up there.
Well, as long as there's no meteors coming down, I think we'll all be fine.
How long will until we know that all the meat's good again?
Well, thankfully, the vampires have been helping us get rid of the disease amongst the people that are here, and they're working on something for the wildlife. But probably take a few days, if not a few weeks. Thankfully, we know which kind of creatures we should keep keeping an eye out for. You know, that research you've been bringing back. But along with those rations, we should be fine.
And any meat that comes in, we can purify it. Hopefully
You're welcome to stick in that house we've been giving you for so long if you're doing that for us.
Oh, I'll stick around for a while at least. Till the next
Yeah,
job comes along.
I can help with that too.
The house can fit you all, I'm sure you know.
Bet it could fit all of us?
I mean, you've been using it thus far. You not all been in there at the same time? Of course, he can't fit you, Mr. Gibson there, but I'm sure he's used to sleeping outside.
Yeah, he hangs around the stable, but I was normally staying at Farm Paws. Didn't know you guys were all staying together.
Well, either way, with all that done and dusted, let's have a good old chat within my hut. I'd like to know the details.
Sure. Lead the way.
Does Clarke just say, well, does the party all just say what happened in there, especially with you letting the devil go, or are you just not talking about the devil, Clarke? Because I'm pretty sure the other three talked about the devil regardless of you.
Yeah, last time we laid everything out as is. We didn't
With
obfuscate or
all of her
change.
knowledge of the future and everything, she's more than happy to talk about the devil this time. As she knows that, hopefully, that future's been prevented, that she knows of.
Well, it's always a roll of the dice and a flip of a deviled coin when dealing with outsiders. But as you say, seems like nothing bad's come about it. And at least you four are protected about any incursions. Hopefully that'll bleed on to anyone nearby. Can't say it's the choice I'd made, but that's the choice you made, so we'll have to live with it. However, I still feel like there's a bit of needless bloodshed and rage. You said you killed the unarmed scientists that were there and a lieutenant or something.
I think we did what was best. So, like, they were gonna go out and continue that type of research somewhere else. I think it's best we put a stop to that.
Demir, you'll know that they actually completed their research and they were packing up to leave.
Oh yeah, okay. But they also would have continued to do more stuff like that. Like they were unethical in their pursuits of science.
Maybe yes, maybe no. You know, they're already sending the serums into the battlefield, so they were still making people who could do that.
I'll relay that to him, but I'll just I'm still convinced that was the right thing to do.
We were trying to stop him from doing anything worse, Genjo. That was all. Enough folk have been forced out of their homes, and God knows what they're on the road. People might even be dying out there as a result. I couldn't let that slide.
A dead person can't continue what they're doing, but they also can't repent and they can't change their ways. But you've done what you've done. Thankfully, as you say, no real communication be sent out at the time, so only us five are gonna know what happened. And 7 if you count the animals, but who's gonna be using animal speak? You and me are gonna have quite a bit of a discussion, though, Crom. Feel like there's a path you could have been treading down that you don't want to be treading.
I get that.
Clarke will speak up. I think it'll be good for you to have the chat, Crom. But I think Chenshell's right. There was a path you could have taken, but I think you chose the right path.
You
We're
say?
always going up from here.
Maybe. Okay.
Why do I get the feeling that you're talking about something completely different, lass?
Me? No? What are you referring to?
Let's move her immediately.
Just looks at her kind of funny, like, what are you talking about?
You definitely got a different way of holding yourself there, Clarke. I guess this little adventure has made you mature a bit.
Yeah? I don't know. Maybe I'm more of an adventurer than a hunter. I remember.
You're always more of that.
I remember some of you saying that. Some of you even commented on my cooking ability, but you didn't complain when you ate.
Yeah, can't say I did. And you've never really been a tracker.
You haven't seen me on my own. But
No, well, we'll
you're
have
better
plenty
than
of
me.
time then.
I'll admit that.
Still time.
Well, if you're wanting to get back on that adventuring lifestyle, once you're all done dealing with the mutated meat and whatnot, there's, me and Zamir. We got an old friend up north, by the name of Amaran. Not heard from him in some time, and I'd like to get some correspondence.
I remember him. He's up in Richter somewhere, eh?
That he is. That he is.
Didn't he have a daughter a little while ago?
Yeah, by the name of Slayer.
Sounds good. Maybe we should
Let her there or something.
get there sooner rather than later.
Well, I say after we've done all this meaty business, we gotta put meat first.
Right? That we do.
And I suppose we better get to it.
Are we all heading into Chencho's house?
You're technically inside. I just the map
Okay.
is kind of busted with your character things changing.
That's right.
Does Clarke want to do anything that we will need to be here for in this timeline?
Probably just when everyone's maybe tuckering down nighttime or something, she was just going to pull Prom to the side and just say, you don't really know how much you've helped me over this time. You really don't know, but just want to say thank you. And, hoping we can continue our friendship for time to come.
We'll always be friends. Of course we will. I just feel terrible about what happened back there.
She'll say quite quickly, well, there's always chance for more than friends, and then quickly changes the conversation like, well, what's done is done.
Comic's fully, just fully confused because it was so quick, like, on the edge of it. I mean, I don't know if Lars can blush, but he does. It just looked awkward. There's no two ways around it. There is no funny remark. It's just, he doesn't really know what to say.
Clarke will stretch up as high as she can, kiss him on the cheek, and she'll walk away with Mr. Gibbs in hand.
Can I get the stun conditioner light token, please?
You can do it yourself.
I know, but yeah.
just waiting for Menta to say she was watching out the window.
She's in the sleeping bag. She
Same,
knows.
same reaction as in the current timeline as well. But that's me done.
And with Clarke's timeline going on with her having a little bit of an adventure to meet Chento and Demir's old mercenary buddy, and the reality where Demir, Menfer, and Crom chose to keep their choices, everything continues on their own separate paths. As the plague is cured, and the marks are removed. But it'll be down to whatever these characters wish to do with the rest of the life they've chosen for themselves. With Clarke having a bit of a precognition about the future, but things have changed, so butterfly effect. And Clarke in the other timeline, there's no way to say real or correct or what, just has no idea about what happened in the dream. If it ever pops up in conversations, she's just going to be confused about what they say. Is there anything anyone wants to roleplay-wise in either realities?
Clarke will do that. She'll because I don't know if Speckles was with her during the dream. Probably not.
No.
But as he's an intelligent being, he's just gonna console with her.
I think it's not really a scene. It's more a case of Crom just misses, and while it wasn't a huge amount of time, and he still has time with Clarke in this timeline, he kind of, there's a little bit of regret there, but at the same time, a lot of the time at the same time he thinks about what would happen if he could let go. And probably a few years from now, I do think he leaves. He goes off and tries to find a way to meet those lines.
In the timeline where the devil lived?
Not to swap paths, but more a case of just to tie up loose ends.
What do you be hoping to find?
I think it's more a case of Crom's been battling for years about the way it ended, in the sense of we had no onus. We couldn't fight what we were in. We just had to go to someone to try and fix it. And I think after a few years of getting back to Meta and the quieter life, he will say his goodbyes and try and figure out how, honestly, to get back at them.
Get back at who?
Devils.
The devils?
Yeah.
You have no knowledge of the devils in this timeline.
Oh, in the... No, not this one. The other one, sorry.
I said where the devils live, and you said yes.
Oh, sorry. No. What I meant was, he goes off to try and find out what happened to Clarke in the other timeline. That's all.
Ah, we're never gonna know.
Fair enough.
Unless you go talk to Satan. if he cares to tell you.
No, that's a conversation for another time.
Just get another curse, yeah?
Maybe.
In the other timeline, if Menta would have pretty much stuck with Crom all the way back to Southlands and Meta, and if Crom still isn't allowed back and goes off on his own, Menta would have been close by. And if he looks like he's about to leave, Menta would have tried to live with him. Unless Crom very specifically is like, no, I do not want you to come with me, then he would stick around.
Demir will stay with Crom and Meta as well, and they'll stick to your guidance timeline.
Yeah. If you guys want to stay, if they want to stay with him, Crom will feel happy, but almost sad in a way because most of us are here. We're not all here. And yeah, I suppose if realistically, I don't know if Gensho would allow him back to Meta, but if not, he'd probably just spend some time with his friends.
So even if you want to leave, they're not going to let you leave.
Nope.
It's a shame that somebody is making your choice for you, eh, Crom?
Strange that when a immortal uncaring being makes a choice for you, it hurts a lot more than someone who cares about your being.
Don't know who made a choice for you. It was just Mentha. /G.
We'll see.
And to me, it was /Entro.
I'm not making choice over Crom. I'm not stopping him from leaving. Just not letting him live alone.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a few years down the line when we're, happy and settled. It's just a case of going back out, and as Demir said, we're trying to make amends. At the same time, he's always on that scope for devil activity. If it doesn't go away, it's not a case of he doesn't stop hating them. It's just other priorities.
Well, alrighty then. Everyone goes off into the sunset together, as they all have leashes onto Crom, trying to make sure he doesn't get away from him.
I don't like the dog comparison when I'm playing a Varg. How I feel about this.
And Argo Pala is just always on Clarke's shoulders, listening intently to everything.
That's not
can I?
his name.
Can I ask as well? At some point, as it goes normally timeline, can we make a grave for Knife somewhere?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny it.
All right.
Sure.
I'll make sure Knife doesn't die in my timeline.
Get fucked. All right. Get fucked immediately.
Everyone going their ways. That'll be the end of Mark of the Traitor.
Well, now what do we do?
Good shit.
On to the next one.
Nobody
Stop.
died.
Nobody died. We all had the characters. from
Did they
session one.
though?
I
Is
mean,
Gibbs not a person?
Gibbs is definitely a person, but the way I see
No,
it is
the
Gibbs is
character died.
alive.
One timeline, Mr. Gibbs is alive, yeah.
The only timeline that matters because Clark's in it.
Fine, in D&D, if you have a half, you round up to 1, so Gibbs is alive, so we have two
Hey.
timelines.
We'll merge the two timelines again one day. We'll be together. Is that session number? Is that session? Oh, I can't say it. Is that like Adventure 3? Merge the timelines.
You actually always round down in Pathfinder, so he's dead.
No, but if there's a half and it goes to 0, it goes to 1.
Depending on what you're doing it for, yes.
Most things go to 1,
Minimum
yeah.
damage.
But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, minimum damage is different. It's not the same number. So one lethal, it's one non-lethal.
But it's the
Oh,
same
yeah,
as,
sure.
like in FFd, if it's like half level, it always goes to 1 first.
Well, that's minimum 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Question's gonna be, does the party of people, not the party of characters, want to have a third campaign with these characters where they do something else? Or are we going to be starting fresh with something new from a list?
I'm okay with both at this point, to be honest. If we do start something new, I do claim no healer for myself.
No, fair enough. I know exactly how that feels. I'll level with you. I think Crom's story is done.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think Clark's... The fact that we're in separate timelines now, Clark's story is finished.
And that's a pretty good, like, bittersweet ending for this.
Yeah.
Because both sides got, like, a
Yeah.
decently alright ending with different kinds of pain mixed in, so...
Yeah, we're
I
both
think it's pretty
sad.
good. I think it's pretty
Clark's just living a life of
good. In a
loneliness
depressing
now.
way.
It's kind of that weird thing where we both got what we wanted, but we
Yeah.
didn't get what we needed.
And we didn't get it together.
Yeah.
Turns out what we wanted wasn't the same what the other person wanted, so...
Love stories, man. Always ends this way.
That was, yeah, sorry, I know.
Excuse you.
I know
Not all
I'm
love stories end this way. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah. I guess Osa and Joseph ended quite well.
Unless we ever get to my game, then it might not be that great.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, there's a whole story there. That's yeah. Not bad, just not the way we want things.
It's all right. Zayla and Zerngine will pull up the slack.
Will you?
Will
Will you?
But yeah, no, my vote is I'm happy for the character story for Clarke to end.
Yeah.
Happy for them to be retired.
Yeah. Till
It's
picked
kinda
up
one
in
of
a
those-
campaign in
Yeah.
years to come.
I think we've got all of our characters have developed to where they're going to be, except for maybe Mentha, because Mentha hasn't really changed that much from the beginning that I can tell.
I don't know, man. It's changed a fair bit from the beginning. She was
They
quite
tried,
naive.
okay.
Memphis killed a lot more things.
Yeah, that's true. Like, there's a little bit of trauma there, but they're
A little bit?
Just a
Jason.
dash.
there's not a whole lot of outward signs of change. Let me put it that way.
I think Mentha's
Well, what's
first
Mentha's-
traumatic experience is watching Crom literally cleave off a devil's head that was chained to the ground.
What was Mentos Taint gonna be like if he ever got one?
Oh yeah, that's a good
Mentha.
question.
There wasn't much left from Mentha to get since there was already the eyes, the mouth, and the horn. You never failed your bloody saves. I never was able to give you it. Essentially, you were just going to get some form of wings.
Oh,
You
it's
should
just
use the
beneficial.
wings.
This is bullshit. I
Yeah,
want
come
my
on.
lawyer. Like, I want my fucking lawyer. This is bollocks.
It's
I
not
fail.
beneficial.
I mean, I
Okay.
imagine we're gonna be like, because none of these have been beneficial, so it would not have been many beneficial.
Sorry,
just
when you say
weird and
wings, my brain
they-
is like fly speed, but
No,
yeah,
it
probably
did
not.
It did not give them a fly speed because
okay.
they all have penalties. The eye means they can always see you. The maw means they can always get to you. The horn means you are afflicted as evil.
Yeah.
And the wings, they essentially made it a lot harder for her to move.
Well, I'm glad I didn't get it because it's already hard for me to move. I'm
Just
tiny.
hovers in the air and
Got
can't
short
move.
legs.
To be fair, I actually it was a game that was in the works before. I would be happy to play a healer again. I really would like to play a surgeon at some point. I have a very good. In fact, it's the one that
I
Entro
was seeing
rolled.
you ask. Yeah, to be fair, I was seeing you ask questions about that in the Discord the other day.
Yeah.
You say surgeon? Is that what you?
Yes, surgeon. So it's an intelligence-based medic.
And it's also like a part rogue too, isn't it?
It's got very blasé rogue parts to it. Yes,
Precision
but
damage stuff.
yeah, it's not. It's I would say now it's not a damaging class in any way, shape, or form. But it's the treat wounds part of it is great. So I'll be up for that. But no, I think that's, as all of you say, it's. And yeah, I apologise about the whole, almost the monologue during the devil part, but
Yeah, we had the time.
I
Especially since
apologize for ruining your plans.
you guys all
fucker.
chose like the beeline route to the ending.
Yeah, am I right in thinking if we killed that devil once again, was that going to be the super boss?
If you killed the devil, there was another map I would pull in, where I can actually show you the map. It's
Oh.
this, and if you've ever seen or played Metal Gear Solid 3, it's be a similar thing to that. I only realized after the fact. But essentially, bodies were going to float atop the water, and they were all the people that you killed, and you'd have to kill them again.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, fair play. Those fucking 4 orcs. I'd beeline for them.
These motherfuckers.
Mate,
first.
Clarke would have been raging.
We all take levels in Barbarian, not Barbarian, Berserker, as we go into the last segment. I love it.
I could have definitely seen, because Clarke would have beeline for them, and that probably would have been her demise straight away.
Yeah, I think that it's a good place, not a great place, but I think personally I can't see Crom going anywhere else at this point. I know you guys have probably have more development at this stage, maybe, but
No, like I say, I think if we were on the same timeline, maybe, but I think because we're on separate timelines, it was a good place to close the book.
Because there was a
Yeah, I
split,
agree.
and at least, yeah, Clarke and Chrome had really good character arcs.
Yeah.
And that was a fun character to play, but it was just a little guy. I didn't really have any plans for them. Just
yeah.
wanted to play a plant mage. See where this goes.
I
In
think
all
it went
fairness,
well,
places.
though.
No, I think Mentha and Demir were definitely very good in like their own sort of.
At
Like,
their
Mentha
jobs.
started as like Demir just wandered into a town like I'm going to do a favor for a friend, and it went fucking horribly wrong. And Mentha's little plant mage, and then
I liked
it
Mentha's character because she was very like looks at both sides of the stories and always tries to see the best out of it. Demir's character gives me a lot of what was his name? The FF9 game. Is it FF9?
Band of Artius?
That's it. The one I can't remember what the dwarfs was in that one. Stu played him.
Oh yeah, I know.
Gives
The
me like
gold.
that's it. Gives me like the very parent vibe, looks after everyone sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Demir was all out healer. Like no matter whether it's mental, physical, emotional, he was gonna try to heal your damage.
all out healer fucking explodes about 10 undead in the village.
Listen, the undead, they need healing too. They need to be sent to the afterlife.
Would a therapist be an archetype for a bard or for a white mage or cleric?
Oh, that's a
Yes.
question.
I mean, a therapist would be an illusionist so that they can affect your mind.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
It
like
was
a
nice.
wisdom or charisma based.
Because illusionist also has like Dream Eater and Nightmare and whatnot, so they could affect your dreams.
It was kind of it was hard, but it was kind of fun to play someone who genuinely hates something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like my next character is either going to be full on arcane typecaster or full on melee. Like no, there is no in between for my next character.
Archmage, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe.
Trying to give you the sheet.
The problem is we're probably going to be starting off at level 1, and level 1 Archmage is real squishy.
Oh
Hold
boy,
on.
Levels.
great
If,
speed. If you go to 0, you die.
If Entro has to download your character sheet, he'll be there for a very long time. There's a lot of spells to download.
There are 272 spells in that sheet.
Fuck me.
But yeah, no, I'll be up for playing a healer in the next one. I think I needed a fucking break from it for a while. I ended up just in a tizzy of playing healers, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Was
I don't
that
know
what I
what to
rolled?
play.
Was that what that 67 was?
Hmm?
When I rolled that 67, was that what that was? That the healer?
Yeah. It's the surgeon.
Nice.
Because you got to think, right? In FFD, there's even base classes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 base classes. Take all archetypes into account. That's over 100. So I haven't done everything, but I've done some. And I just like treat wounds being useful for once.
Yeah, I'd have to investigate a little bit as to what to play. I've got another full melee, and that's about all I've got at the moment. So.
Surprise, fucking surprise! Another
Oh
full
yeah,
melee.
I am.
Full
I
melees
am
are
Is
a
it-
one-page wonder, man. But I've got a
Is it
black
going to
mage
have
in my other
evasion?
game.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'll give
don't
you
have all
that. You are playing a Black Mage on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday, sorry. Yes.
Wednesday's my
Days.
ninja.
Days. At least you'll go down to only one 2-weapon fighting hume in a.
Yeah. Yeah, but my whole idea around Zayla is I just wanted to create someone that was extremely hard to hit. Which I have.
You
One day
succeeded.
I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna go full like knight bullshit, but not this time.
Oh yeah, that is my other character. I do have a full-on tank, but that's nowhere near completed. That's like pretty much still base level stuff.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed this. But I would say what we play next. I'm happy to go Peter if you guys want to go for something a bit more, basically, so you don't have to deal with that.
All right. What's Mentha thinking? Or not Mentha, what's G thinking?
It's over for Mentha.
Oh, don't say that.
Didn't mean
Should
that.
kind of,
but-
yeah, that hurt a lot
It's
more than it should have done.
done.
That was the darkest moment of this entire campaign.
It's over.
I had so many fun ideas for if, like, just curiosity, like, if Mentha dies in the middle of all this, what would happen? Just you guys, like, kind of said that they were there just for everyone, and just, how would you guys react if Mentha just died? Because, like, they were so squishy. Like,
I can
I really
assure
don't
you.
38 health!
Like, Mentha's death would have had a much bigger toll on Clarke than Mr. Gibbs.
Yeah, if anyone fully died, I had two level paths where one is just frenzied warrior, where effectively they just stop thinking and just be this rage monster for the rest of the campaign because that ain't happening at all.
I mean, I
Should we
think
can
we're
help
very
it.
Yeah,
lucky in this campaign that any of us didn't really fully die because we had no means of restoring life back.
Well,
to
we got
person.
there, like, when Clarke died.
I was going to
We
say,
got
when
those
I died,
scrolls.
did they
which was,
actually
like,
have
such a
those in their
clutch.
pocket, or was that like a right? This party's got nothing. Give them that.
The Red Orcs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they did have that. I can check.
It would make sense though, because like
It would have
traveling
made
red
sense,
mage.
but I was like, the pure luck of that.
Because already at that point, I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, what is Meta gonna do if Clarke just dies? Like, what is gonna happen?
I'd be curious about what happened. Actually, yeah, if we've got the time, like I think if Mentha died, because Mentha was our little. If anything, Mentha was like our moral compass. I
It
think.
was the mascot of the group.
Well, it actually, yeah, not in a bad way. Just to clarify, but you would kind of you weren't. Pure is the wrong word of it, but
You're the
you know,
emotional rock.
yeah, you were the emotional role. Like, as
But it's
time
like
went
it's
on,
like I said, she put like an out of the box look at a situation. She was like, she put in one bit of information, you'd all then contemplate your choice. Like, actually, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Oh yeah,
It's
those red orcs had in their loots scrolls of spell level 4. He didn't know what they were, so I just made them all raise.
Nice.
But yeah, like
We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
yeah, thanks for that.
You saved a session full of traumatic experiences.
Yeah,
I'm
it felt like
curious
it was needed.
I am curious as to what would happen if each of us died.
Well, if I still had 4th level spells, the rest of you would have been able to be raised.
You're
However-
coming back no matter what. Just pull them out of the ground.
Yeah, after we got the scrolls, because I think we were at 4th level. Or very close to it anyway. We leveled up to it or something. So once Demir was able to learn that, we were pretty okay until Demir almost got disintegrated. Devastating.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah,
That was
his
bad.
face was
That was so
melting.
bad.
It is funny. Like, I know martials are still very good, but the sort of the change in the sense of early campaign, we're like, yeah, we're hitting stuff, and then we get to that point, and Mentha goes, "Oh shit, this is bad," and then teleports us like half a mile down the road, and just
I'm so glad Yamasa's get that.
and then Demir's like, "All right, I've
Sure.
got this," and then just returns himself to like from skeletal muscle to normal.
Skeletal muscle.
Well, you know, like because you've got deep-seated muscle and you've got surface tension muscle. So, like, I assume with disintegrate, 'cause it pulls off like layers of you. You just go down to nothing effectively when it's pretty low. But yeah,
Yeah, that fight made me laugh. That was like, oh shit, we're not prepared for this fight. Teleport away. Okay, now we're prepared.
so, round 2,
It was-
bitch.
It was like 6 more seconds. Time out. Hang on.
Oh,
I wasn't ready.
I feel like when meant to cast the spell, her semantic component was just a big T with like one hand on the top and one hand on the bottom. I'm like, nope.
Just be right back.
But yeah, it was very fun. I say fun. It was enjoyable. It was like,
Oh,
yeah,
I've enjoyed it. It's been good.
yeah, definitely.
It was funny
just-
the same way you watch tragic movies or anything else and just love to feel the pain.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Make me feel alive again.
Yeah.
it was good because there was sad. Like, it's not just sunshine and rainbows. It's, you know, there are complex characters. We have different ideas. We're not just dudes going for a sword.
That's going to be one of the campaign options. Dudes going for a sword.
Dudes going for a sword.
I mean, that could be a good change for after this.
Like a palate
Something
cleanser.
completely different, yeah.
Yeah, let's go murder hobo next, guys. No thought, just murder everything.
Well, there was
That
that
would be easier.
that Moogle campaign where we're all just gangster Moogles.
Yeah, the Moogle
Like,
Mafia. I mean, you're not in the Moogle Mafia.
what?
Nah, it's just
You don't know what backstories.
right.
Illegal-
Okay,
yeah,
we're
what's-
all being
what do you mean?
Moogles, and we're going to impersonate the Moogle Mafia. Create our own.
We're becoming our own Moogle Mafia.
Yeah, we're gonna call the
Just
Moogle
for
Mafia.
us.
What the fuck do you mean? We're gonna have our own
Blackjack
crime
and hookers.
syndicate.
All right. Well, if that's the end, I will end this stream.
It is indeed
It's
the
been a-
end.
It's been a fucking honor and a
It's been
privilege.
the end for a while. It's just babbling about